and this will give me time throughout the whole thing because I know Matt's movie one is gonna be really long.
Gonna be
So
great.
Matt,
good. Kate.
Wait,
Wow. Sorry. Katie is on Letterboxd now,
Yes.
again,
she
yeah.
has been.
but like actually.
But like
every
she's
movie-
returned.
Ah.
like, every movie. That has not been
The
case.
return of the king. Luke, are we recapping that one movie that we watched?
I want Kelly to go first.
What?
Okay.
Because we watched the movie together, and I want her to explain it.
Mm.
So we are recapping it.
Wait, before you, or you're saying Kelly go first? Because
Oh,
I was
before-
saying, okay,
don't
so
care.
Before Luke.
do Matt, Kelly, Luke, me.
That's
Ooh, interesting.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start with books, maybe. I finished the audiobook of Fellowship of the Ring. At certain points, I was going at 1.2, 1.5 speed.
Oh yeah, you have
You're
to.
doing the
Um,
originals.
Yeah, it was crazy with the Balrog. You know what I'm talking about? That's the
What is
big
that?
where Gandalf goes, "You shall not pass."
Oh.
Oh, that's what that is.
In the book, he says you cannot pass, and it just doesn't sound as cool.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, we need
You're
to
right.
change
I
to
just did
this.
something. Yeah.
Shall.
Yeah, I think it's much better as a movie, to be honest.
Interesting. Interesting.
It was too many songs. That was my full review.
How what is the dialogue like?
It's how it is in the movie.
Okay, because when I was reading The Hobbit, like it's
Yeah.
maybe that just goes super fast, but there isn't a ton of dialogue. It just kind of says what happens.
Oh, there's
And then
quite a
there's
bit of
something in-
dialogue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm
And-
just misremembering. But...
Andy Serkis does all the different voices, so
Yes.
it's very fun
That's
in
sick.
that sense. Let's see, what else? I finished Queen of the Damned. It's really good, yes.
Okay, so rank the three.
I think for me, it's Interview, Queen of the
You-
Damned, Vampire Lestat.
Good.
I have to say, I think Lestat's songs would suck ass. Like every time
I love it.
they put the lyrics in, and I'm like, they don't even rhyme. What is this? It's just like a chant.
It's
This
Creeper.
would be a
Creepers.
terrible rock band.
They did release. This has nothing to do with the book, so they did release a song, by the way, for season
No.
3, and it was good.
Oh, I'm excited.
But
Guys, what
there's
is
no
season 3 gonna
in my
be like?
it's an insane jump.
I don't
there's no doubt in
understand.
my
I don't
mind
understand.
So is
that
season 3 gonna go
Lestat
into?
from the books is the worst songwriter on the planet. I 1000% believe. I hate him.
It's gonna go
He's
into-
annoying.
Even at the end of season 2, he's like, "I'm going on tour. Siri, pause."
Siri, pause.
And then it pauses his iPhone. Crazy, crazy scene.
I don't know how we get to Rockstar Lestat from the end of season 2.
Here's
idea.
everywhere.
From the
Rockstar
trial.
Lestat.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But
it's
Akasha.
Akasha.
Yes.
I love reading Anne Rice's stuff because she'll have some of, like, the best prose I've ever heard, and then do something where I'm like, well, that was fucking silly.
Yes.
Like,
It's so funny. Yes, it's beautiful prose describing something so stupid.
so stupid. And then she'll, like, throw in Lestat's rock songs. I'm like, these stink. What is
Every
this?
time Lestat opens a goddamn book, it's so funny. He
is
has
quite
to be
funny.
like, let me recap what I look like to everybody, and that I'm hot and better than you.
Yeah, he's like, they call me the Brat Prince. Like, you know.
It's so funny. The opening of the Vampire Lestat, he's like, I'm 6 foot. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Just 6 foot.
Oh, at
You
least.
know what he said?
He's really excited about 6 foot.
He said, he was like, which wasn't bad back in the day.
There we
Not
go.
that
Okay.
bad now.
There we go.
I hate him.
Hey, Blood Canticle was a beautiful book.
That was insane.
You read the first paragraph.
It was
That
insane.
crazy.
Matt.
Okay.
Matt,
Um,
can you read just the first page of Blood Canticle?
Where do you find
It's
the first
just
page?
like you can
On
look up the
Amazon?
book and then just read the first page.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's everything we've talked about how Lestat is turned up to fucking 1,000. You're like, oh my god, somebody kill him already.
It's
I
pretty
mean,
good.
they tried, they did, and he won't go away.
Kelly, at the end of Queen of the Damned, they had an excerpt of Prince Lestat, which is really funny to me because that's like the 12th book or
Yeah.
something. But it's the same way. The whole excerpt was him just being the most him. Yeah.
How does Atlantis get involved?
I don't know.
You did not tell me this. What book is
Luke,
that?
there's one called something like Prince Lestat and the Lost City of Atlantis.
Excuse
I
me?
think the last book, yeah.
Luke,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
serious.
I did not know that. That changes everything. Okay.
Okay. I started reading a book called Timeline by Michael Crichton, and
like
I've had it for years. Yeah,
Is
and
that
I haven't.
Jurassic Park, man?
Yes.
Yeah,
Jurassic Park, Andromeda Strain, that kind of thing. Congo. Either way, what was I saying? Timeline.
Yeah.
I've had it for years, and I wanted to read it, and it's funny. I actually am liking it way more, and it kind of like combines history and quantum physics. And I was like,
Nice. Ooh.
hey, I
That's
like
sick.
this. I'm about halfway through right now, and I was thinking, I was like, Luke might like this.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I started the new audiobook is Fairy Tale by Stephen King.
I've heard
Nice.
good things about that one.
So I'm barely into it, but it's just very funny because Stephen King describes everything. So I'm like almost 4 hours in, haven't even got to anything fairy tale related, really.
Yeah.
But I'm living in the world and it's fun.
Yeah, I've heard that's being I don't know about that book, but just with Stephen King in general, some people like the interpretation of their own, and some people like that he describes everything. Dark Tower is the same way. Sometimes it's like read 15 pages, not 15, but read 10 pages of what this looks like before you even start walking in there, which to me I like, because fantasy worlds, to me, when they start saying like little things that don't make sense to me, it just is like fluff in my brain until it's actually described. So
Gotcha. Yeah, I can like it either way. I like his style, like especially as an audiobook. It's like soothing. It feels like it's a real world.
Yeah.
You know what his next book is gonna be?
Oh,
What is
yes.
it?
Have you heard about this?
It's
No.
called Never Flinch, and it's a Holly book. Perhaps the Randall. With Randall in it and Holly in it. Like, it might connect to the stand with Holly.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Maybe.
crazy.
Maybe.
Okay.
But Holly
That's the
isn't in it.
That's what the
Holly's-
rumor is that it's those two characters against each other, which is
That would be really
insane.
cool.
So
Yeah.
I need to read The Stand and Holly before May. So that's my plan.
Yeah, good luck.
Don't
Yeah,
The
that's a long
Stand.
one.
Yeah.
worry, guys. I got a plan.
You got a plan?
I got a plan. Don't worry about
Is
it.
it
I'll talk about it when I get to my recap.
Also, okay, I didn't know till I got the Christmas letter that our Uncle Patrick put out another book. So we ordered that from Amazon. Came in today. I'm gonna reread the other 3 before reading it, but I'm excited. I didn't know he even had published it, so that's very exciting.
I'm a little over halfway through Cure for the Curse, because I've never read them, and I was like, wow,
Oh, okay.
I'm a shit family member. He's published books. I suck. I should read these, and I'm a reader now, and I'm like, what's happening? I need to read this.
Yeah.
I really like it. So I'm very excited. So my plan, when I get to my plan, I'm gonna read all 4 of them. I also bought the rest
a lot
of.
like Myrrh right now.
I got a plan. And I bought the rest of Aunt Amy's books that I haven't read, because I've read Freak Night at the Sleazy Motel, but I haven't read the other ones. I bought the other ones that I don't have, except for Skull Nuggets. I'm gonna buy that one with the next paycheck.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoy reading them. It's I like my vampires. It's a good vampire series.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that might be it for reading. So buckle up, folks, though, because I got a lot of movies. I'll do TV first. TV basically just been caught up on What We Do in the Shadows and Abbott.
The latest episode of What We Do in the Shadows
Is good.
is
Oh my god.
Um,
it?
No, it's so good. I watched. Wait. I've not seen the most
The
recent.
penultimate.
I've not. The last one I watched was the Baron's like ceremony thing.
Oh, the Warriors.
That was insane too.
That was
That one was really good. Come out and play.
Really
That
Yeah.
one was really good.
Katie and I. Ooh, Katie finally said, "You know what? I think I'm ready to watch Sunny with you."
Ooh.
And so we're
God. From
the
the
undertaking.
from the beginning.
Holy shit.
We just got into season 2. We just finished the first episode of season 2.
Nice.
So I was telling her, I'm like, it's funny at the start, but not anywhere near saying they get. So
Yeah.
but buckle up. What else? Oh, we've of course been keeping up with my big fat American Gypsy wedding, learning a lot about culture. Whose I don't know. It's just a lot of fighting each other.
Interesting. Good.
It's quite fun though. It is silly. Okay, now for movies, I gotta go check my notes.
Yeah,
I've
you've been avid
eating-
movie watcher with Katie right now.
Katie
I
and I
respect it.
together, and then me by myself
Oh,
too.
you're
because
crazy.
I've
Oh, you're cracked.
made it a goal to watch quite a few more of the 2024 movies.
That
I missed
oh
this
my
year.
god, Matt, you may need to stop brain melting. Oh my god, or melding, because I
Oh,
just
we brain
told
melt is bad.
Luke and I brain melt together. It's bad, but I was just telling Luke that I had a goal for watching 10 more 2024 movies before the end of the year. I told him that yesterday. I'm reading Uncle Pat's book, which okay,
We did grow
You're
up in the
pissing me
same
off.
house.
you're pissing me off. I tell you that.
That's very funny. I had just missed, like, Mark, I had seen yours was like 25 movies long.
Yeah.
And I had my own private list of how many I'd seen, and it was at like 7.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
was
That's
like,
where
wow.
I'm at, Matt.
yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I like
so-
keeping
what-
current with it. I just find it exciting with like while they come out, and then if it goes 1 year past, I end up being like, oh, I want to watch it. Like what happened with Talk to Me, 2 years passed, and then I was like, I'm excited, but I just took 6 months to watch it. So
Yeah. Yeah. I have no problem. I think for me, I like getting things in at the end of the year because it feels like I'm like wrapping it up. Because I'm doing that, trying to finish books, trying to watch these movies before the end of the year. I don't know. It's kind of fun to be like, because there's so many of them are free to watch now on streaming.
yes, yeah.
You just
I
had to
was
wait,
like-
and then
If I have just like a spare, like I have to break it up into like parts sometimes. Be like, I got a spare hour. Let me throw on Furiosa.
Yeah.
Like, you know. So, yeah, that's where that started. Okay, the last thing that I said. Did I say that we finished the Twilight Saga? We watched the last one.
What's your ranking?
Lackluster, huh?
It's a lackluster ending.
Okay, I
Not
would
just
have-
because it was
just
a
the
dream.
movie.
Love that it was a
Just
dream.
the whole movie lackluster.
It's just like everyone's like, oh, it was a crazy fight scene. It was fine.
It was
the
barely
head
tolerable.
was good, but
The head was good. Yeah, the first time that I ever watched this was with Katie. I was like, what the fuck? So there's no stakes? It was all a dream?
No,
It
that's
made
good,
me
though.
a little...
Wait,
Yes.
is
That's
wait. I don't know this. Is everything a dream? Like the
No,
whole? Oh,
Just
no,
the
just-
climax
oh,
part.
Oh, I see.
wait. Let him experience.
Yeah.
I'll just know it's a
Rami-
dream while I'm watching.
Not everything's a dream.
Okay.
Not everything's a dream.
I thought they were saying from the get go
now
it was
you're
a
gonna be
dream.
questioning what is a
That'd
dream
be
and what isn't a
hilarious.
dream.
Is
Oh, okay.
Violet
Jimmy,
dead
Jimmy,
yet?
Jimmy.
Is what you're gonna
That
do.
was good. That was good.
Okay. Katie and I went with her mom to see Wicked
Ah,
in theaters.
what'd you think?
Damn it!
He keeps doing it, Kelly. He keeps doing it.
I know. I wrote back to him that I dreaded interacting with him ever again.
Yes,
after he
you're
said
choosing to
that
live with him
Because
again.
I knew.
You guys probably thought I was Christian Chenoweth on the mic or something,
Whoa.
or maybe Ariana Grande.
That was sick.
You know what?
Wait,
Twice during the movie. Once when Ariana Grande was singing, and once when Kristen Chenoweth was singing. They hit a note so high that it hurt my ears, and I went like that in the theater.
Did
Wait,
sound
Matt-
like this. Fuck you, Lord.
Exactly.
It was
Matt,
not
can
that
you
song.
hear this? Everyone shut the fuck up. Can you hear this?
Huh?
It cut out.
It cut out. Fuck.
All,
It
it's,
keeps-
all I think is,
It's
That-
Discord's
that's
cutting out your
Maya
background noise.
That's Maya doing the Defying Gravity riff, but saying hot rod.
That's good. That's
Hold on.
That's
One more
really
time.
good.
One more time.
yeah. Discord's cutting it
God
out.
damn it. Just no.
Okay.
One more time. Huh? That was
Every-
just fun. Oh,
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
That's
what
good.
about
Okay,
that?
that was good.
That's great. Oh,
That's very
I
good.
went into Wicked never having seen the musical.
Same.
I know some of the story, and you know what? I was unsure about it until about halfway.
Oh,
Okay, I
What'd
like
you
this
say?
movie.
you cut out.
Mm.
You until
Oh.
about halfway.
Luke and I have a checkered history with this movie.
Checkered
I was
is
unsure
crazy.
about whether I liked it or not until about I don't know halfway to 2/3 of the way through, and then by the end I was like, okay, it won me over. I liked it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Matt, wasn't Professor Dillinger or whatever? I got
Oh.
the character's name wrong. Wasn't he the goat?
Let me tell
Fuck,
you, Luke,
dude.
I love
He's a goat.
I
So
love
isn't he, like,
I
the
love
goat?
that guy. I felt, you know what? That's actually when the movie like really got me when it was the oppression of animals. I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I was fully in.
That's such.
Wait,
Yeah, we know
there's-
how to hook Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was the goat.
I appreciate
Wait,
that it was
isn't
like
the
the
goat
whole.
voiced by Peter Dinklage?
Yeah,
Yes.
That would make
That's
sense.
sick.
That's where I do that voice. Okay.
I appreciate that the movie took so long to
Yeah.
like in the school. Like I liked that it was so long in the school. I know
Shiz.
that at Shiz.
That's
Is
crazy.
Shit.
that's insane. Why would they go?
Right.
That's awful.
I also thought Ariana Grande was very funny.
I
as
she made
Glinda.
me
I
laugh a
did
lot.
too, especially the scene when they're singing in their room for the
Mhm.
first time when they're rooming together. I thought she was very funny in that scene.
Yeah,
It
I
was
like it
great.
when she like threw herself on the bed because she was pouting.
Yes,
that was
yes,
very
good
funny.
too. Yeah. So all in all, I had a good time. Cynthia Erivo is the star of the show for me, though.
Yes,
I think
yes,
she's
yes.
awesome.
Holly.
That's
She's
crazy.
Holly.
She's Holly.
From The
Oh my
Outsider.
God.
Gibney, yeah.
I think
I'm gonna need the
their
best
I think their pronouns are they them. I believe.
That's
Really?
what
Yeah.
They
I believe-
they
Thank you.
were Holly.
I had no idea. This really kind of shatters my universe, Luke, because that's
Yeah,
crazy.
I
Okay.
didn't realize either, Matt, until I was watching the trailer for Wicked, and I was like,
Yeah.
I've
You
seen
know
them before.
You know what I think? I think that I've just been seeing the promos for Wicked for so long
Mhm.
that
Would you-
that's all I'm
would you-
associating them
Would
with
you
now.
say
but-
that the promos are popular?
It was
I'm going to crash.
Luke. This is what I'm.
Mark.
Yes.
This is that Cynthia Erivo's pronouns are she, her.
Okay. I must have saw something else. Thank you.
She is
Anyway.
the star of the show. She's great. I liked her a lot.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
yes.
Okay, on to other movies. Katie and I both watched Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, of course. Not a ton of consequence happens throughout that
I
movie.
hate that
but,
movie.
but,
I'm trying to remember
but-
something from
but-
this
but-
specifically. Yes, there was something in it.
this is
There was
the
something in
Inside
it.
Out one.
The what?
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 The glass balls.
Yes.
That's the one where he
This
goes,
is-
nice one,
Oh,
James.
Just brutal. Nice one, James. This is the one I remember at the beginning where Dudley starts making fun of him for having dead parents, and then the camera,
And then he
and-
dies.
and then the camera goes like this. As this
You're right.
In regards to other Harry Potter movies, I kind of hate Order of the Phoenix. Like,
That's your least favorite one.
Yeah.
I think so because the
What,
way,
Goblet?
well, because the way Goblet ends, and we talked about how bad the ending is of like
So
it's being
good.
cheerful, and then it's like
That is
then
good.
this follows it up. I'm like, I don't care about this. I don't care about this.
I really like when Harry's riding on the ground at the end. I
He pulls a Will Byers.
when he's Will Byersing and he's
Oh.
Dumbledore, and then Dumbledore, like he's gonna have to like.
I
I really
don't-
like that.
But like the
other than
glass
that-
ball, see, whatever, man, whatever. I think it was it? I don't know if it was which YouTuber it was. I don't know who it was. Somebody who was watching all of them made a good point.
Marcus?
It might have been Marcus. Talking about how it was the most creative battle because they're actually using like magic that wasn't just like
that was
so.
Marcus.
I can
Marcus's
appreciate
favorite.
that.
Yeah.
I can
Oh, yeah.
appreciate that. But other than that, that movie it does nothing for
No,
me.
I understand. It's also the longest book and shortest movie.
Yeah, it's
And
very
so
strange.
Very weird.
Wait, is that the one where they like are in the library?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We spent so much goddamn time
Yep.
training in the library.
Yes.
Okay. And then I watched Clifford, this little film called Clifford. I had first tried starting to watch it before and got a part way in and realized I need to watch this when I can appreciate it more.
That's
Because
Self-aware.
something happened where I was like, this is really funny. I think I need to like just save this for when I'm gonna be able to laugh my hardest at it. And I did, and it was good. And then I watched Godzilla X Kong.
Yeah,
The New
you did.
Empire. You heard of it?
Oh,
What'd you think? Did you see this? Did you see his beast glove
I
on?
see that. That's amazing.
right here. Whatever this thing is.
I don't know what that is. I don't remember that.
I don't know what that is. We really liked the music, but we're confused by the placement of said
The
music.
music.
They used a
don't
lot of
remember the
80s
music.
songs, like Kiss and like a lot of other stuff. With especially whenever Dan Stevens
about
was
to
on
say.
screen.
What about
was
the
that-
dentist? Dan Stevens Kong.
Okay,
dentist.
Dan Stevens, best character. Thought he
Yes.
was funny.
When he pulled Kong's tooth because he's a
Yes.
dentist,
vet.
big vet. Yeah.
He had a good energy about him.
Yeah.
He was just like,
Good
don't
addition,
worry,
yeah.
man. Yes, it's always fun to watch Godzilla turn pink and go ape shit.
Yeah, he turned pink because he just went into the other monster's lair and got all of its energy, and then he went to go take a nap in the Coliseum, and curl up like a little kitty cat.
He looked so funny when he was sleeping.
He looks,
Movie.
it's incredible.
Mark, the way that he just kind of like flung Mini Kong.
The
around
fact
and
that
then
he
Mini Kong was
picked
just-
up Mini Kong and just started hitting him with Mini Kong was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Luke and I in the theater, shocked. We had
What-
crazy
how
reactions to
about
that, then
when we-
Terrifier.
the creation of Kong. When they met, we're like,
I feel like that's in every single movie.
It is.
Yep. It's in every movie.
Our-
Every single Kong movie, especially,
Yes.
there's a creation about him.
Luke's and my other favorite part was when it went first person POV and he punched him in the face. It was like, why was it POV?
It was so much face punching throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
It was good. Matt, do you remember Godzilla vs. Kong at all?
Not really, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Ah,
Mark and I like this one better because the human stuff is more tolerable because
Yes.
they're
Yeah.
together and the humans are actually okay. It's
Yeah.
not like they're bad.
yeah, they're kind of annoying in V Kong. Was this the one, or was it the? This was the one. I think it was X Kong, where Kong started the movie by like ripping the animal apart and it's his blood all over him.
Yep. And
It's
it was
like-
green, and he was like,
He was just like ah, like freaking.
And then he sat down on the throne like this.
Yeah. I love Kong. And Godzilla,
heavy
this
as
is
the
not
head
a
was
it was not a Godzilla movie. Godzilla just slept in the Coliseum, went to the lair to turn pink, and then fought at the end, and that's it.
that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Mothra had
love
not as much
I
time.
love him for that.
And then Katie and I both watched Maxine, finally.
Ah, yes.
Kelly has a
She's right there.
gigantic-
Right
Yeah.
there.
A real life
God.
movie did a poster of
That third
her.
act was something.
Uh-huh. But like you need to like get some time away from it to
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny too, though, to me, is that it almost fits in the style of 80s movie, like almost
That's
like
true.
Lethal Weapon, where it's like by the end of it, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
When did that
Um,
person get shot?
Yeah, what?
When did that person get dead?
He got stabbed off screen and then just fell into frame.
Anyone can have their own feelings about the reveal of that movie, but you can't deny that he was hamming it up.
Oh my
for
god, he was
sure.
making the
Yeah.
most of his screen time.
For sure.
Oh, I think that's just a great trilogy.
Yes.
Yes.
I love to see a filmmaker do 3 different movies in 3 different period styles.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, that's really cool. And then we watched The Half-Blood Prince.
What'd you think of it this time?
I'm gonna be honest with you. From 6 onward, I remembered very little.
Yeah,
It's
So
hard.
watching it all over again. Like I knew the broad strokes. I knew about like the end.
Yeah.
But up until that, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Harry takes liquid luck and just acts so funny.
That's good.
Very good.
Yeah.
The steroids.
My favorite Harry.
Harry Potter steroids, which was also just Adderall, really good.
It was just Adderall. He was just very confident and was like, I'm gonna go do that thing that I was gonna do.
So much energy.
Yeah. He was funny. I also find Dumbledore's name just so funny because it's like Albus something Wulfric Brian.
Brian.
Wolfric?
Wulfric's in there, and so is Brian, which feels weird, but is very funny. Okay, and then Katie and I watched Dirty Dancing, which she had never seen. I had watched one time while sitting in a parking lot, watching it on my phone. Kelly had softball practice.
Ah, that's good.
I call it bluff.
Luke's calling bluff.
I did not watch the whole thing with you, but we had it on in the front room. I remember being in the front room watching it.
It was on the TV, maybe? Like, was it on cable?
It was like when I was 12, 11 or 12. So
that could have been, but if it is, I don't remember.
I mean, we didn't finish, so probably we just didn't.
Probably. Yeah. I remember back then liking it. I didn't realize how good it really is. It's like a really good classic Swayze. You're like, man, you are so sweaty all movie. How do you move hips like that?
How did Laszlo say his name last episode?
Was it Swaze?
Swaze. But my boy can dance.
Genuinely, like, good plot too of that movie. Like, I highly recommend. I liked it way more than I thought it would. And then we were doing a movie marathon. So we watched 6 movies over the weekend, 2 each night. It wasn't planned exactly to be 2. It just kind of worked out like that. We watched Creep 2.
I need to watch both of those.
Yes. Wait. Are you gonna watch the show?
I saw about the show and I'm like, I'm interested. Kelly, do you remember when you, me, Katie, Luke, were you there?
Yes, I do.
We watched Creep in the front room.
Not there.
Okay, so it was just me, Katie, and Kelly.
I very much enjoyed it.
I personally, Katie likes Creep 1 better. I like Creep 2 more. I highly recommend
he's
it.
grown a beard to show that time has passed.
He's having a midlife crisis, is what's happening.
I read the plot of the movie. Seems very interesting. Seems like a good, simple plot that's like gonna be creepy.
Wait, is it what?
Mark Duplass is, so committed to the role.
Good.
And
it's called the Creep Tapes.
Yes, Creep Tapes, the new show. I love it.
I keep wanting to say the Creep Files like it's a Watcher production.
Wait,
but no, it's
Kelly,
the Creep Tapes.
have you heard of the Alone Files?
It's on AMC Plus.
Have you heard of
what?
Have you heard of Ghost File? I think it's a subsection of Ghost Files that's Alone Files. It's a 3-part series that Ryan spends 24 hours by himself in a haunted location. I'm like, why? You're already miserable enough doing it. And they just make it worse for him.
It's literally his job. So
that's right. Yes, it's supposed to come out. I think it starts next week. The 3-episode series.
The Alone Files is such a funny name.
Because then he has to sleep there because people miss the overnights too, and he's gonna be more scared by himself. So.
Oh boy.
That's good content.
And Shane just doesn't want to do it.
Nope. Yeah. Maybe this is the next season. He just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. After Creep 2, that same night, we watched The Lighthouse. Which
Nice.
Yes.
One
good double feature.
That movie, I love so much. Katie's wanted to watch it for a little while. Let me tell you, on this watch, we had subtitles on. It was so much even better than the first time because I actually much easier. That's a movie you should have subtitles on, but it's so good. That movie's in my top whatever.
Ooh.
It's so good. I love The Lighthouse. I love lighthouse horror It's like
Yes!
seaside horror.
Ah,
Oh,
you
love
get
it.
it!
I love lighthouses just in general. I don't know why they fascinate.
Hmm.
Katie knows. She thinks it's funny how much I like lighthouses.
They're so good. Ah, I'm with you, Matt. But Luke, you're gonna have to assign us him. Which?
Eggers,
Lighthouse, Nosferatu,
Northman.
Northman.
All right, I'll get on that.
Oh, I never finished
Get on
Northman. Hmm.
Huh.
I like
Huh.
how you like emphasize that. Northman.
Northman. Never finished it. I didn't realize I never finished it till this moment right now, and that was like 2 years ago. So
Well, that bodes well for remembrance of that.
I was very sleepy when I started it. Okay, I shouldn't have started it.
The next night of the movie marathon, or this one we watched during the day, it was a movie called Frozen, but not
I've seen it.
the animated.
Yes.
You've seen it?
Yes, it's the one
No
that they're on the
way.
ski lift, right? And they
Yeah.
yep, I've seen it.
That was one that Katie had seen way forever ago. And let me tell you, the biggest thing I remember from that, two things from that movie. One, I don't think wolves behave the way they think wolves
They
behave.
don't. They don't.
They were treating the wolves like an angry pack of like gators down there. I don't know. Like, two, it had a surprisingly like very like emotionally deep moment where I was like, oh wow, she was talking about, you know, if she dies up there, her puppy's not gonna understand that she's dead. She's gonna think she was abandoned.
Oh,
And like I was like, wow, I didn't expect this movie to really hit me like that. So that was fun. And then that night we watched the movie Fist Fight. With Charlie Day and Ice
that's a
Cube.
good pick. I've never seen it.
Let me tell you, I liked it more than I thought I did.
Okay.
Because I think that Charlie doing anything is
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
This will come up again later, but him and Adam Devine kind of
Yeah.
just, if they just like
Ooh.
be themselves and kind of tweak a little bit and yell,
Yeah.
I think they're so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so right.
Yeah, they're the twins from The Leftovers, Luke, Mark.
Really? And they're
were
always
in there.
together. They're always together. The twins.
And one of them just, I don't know, they had a line that really got me too. Yeah, I liked the movie more than I thought I would.
Nice.
On my own,
Can I ask why you picked it?
Katie had seen it forever ago and wanted to show me.
Checks out.
Also, Charlie Day. We've been watching Sunny, and we're like, want a little
yes.
Charlie. And then on my own, I watched Alien Romulus.
Yeah.
Romulus.
Okay.
You
I
would.
knew. I was like, I knew I was
even
gonna
finished.
like it. But like, it had so much shit in there where I was like, this is genuinely scary, and I can't remember the last
Yes.
time I watched an Alien movie, and I was like, that was like legit scary.
Well, there's also parts that I was just like, that's fucking cool. Like when they were
Yeah.
shooting and then it went zero gravity.
That
It's
was
just like,
really.
this
cool.
is fucking cool.
Also,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I just forgot his name. But, Robot Man, Robot.
Which
guy.
one, Andy?
Yes, he's like one of my
Redwood?
favorite characters of the whole franchise.
Oh,
and
Andy is a
the
great
whole
character.
storyline's one of my favorites ever.
So good.
So they really
Strongest
caught up.
storyline, yeah.
Yes.
So really good. I knew I was gonna like it, and then like every time something happened, I was like, "This is crazy," and then the end happens
Mhm.
with
See,
the
Yes.
yeah. I was like, "Holy shit, this is."
I know some people didn't like that. I really liked it
liked it.
because it was
Why
every.
you didn't like the ending?
You haven't seen it.
That's all I know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I know that you
makes
you guys liked the ending and Maya didn't.
We like the
Ah.
ending. Yeah.
Interesting.
To me, the movie kind of felt like like all four of the original Alien movies at some point.
Yeah.
Like it, because sometimes it was actiony craziness, sometimes it was the first one, like the slow build.
Yeah.
3 is, I don't know how it was like 3.
Oh no, there was a reason I forgot it. I forgot.
Anyway, there was something that we talked
Was
about.
it that one scene you were talking about where he's actually holding a camera? Cubed, right?
You.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
cute.
remember.
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't know
remember
what.
Luke, you said it's David Fincher, right?
Oh,
You said
I
there's
told her about the
one scene
scene.
in the movie where he's actually holding the camera.
it's the scene
they
where
went
he-
Oh
against
yes,
the
yes,
studio.
yes. That. I'm sure there was something like that scene in there, but overall too, just. Anyway, it got to like the ending, which felt like resurrection, but done better
Yeah,
and
but
done
done
the
better.
opposite way, where it was more human. And so I was like, oh, it felt like all of it. So to me, it just felt like an accumulation of all of Alien, all the good
Yeah.
parts of Alien and the crazy parts. Yeah, I really liked
a
it.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Katie and I, the next movie in the series was Furiosa. Oh man, it was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
That's still my number one for this year. I
real-
loved
it's-
Furiosa.
It's up there for me.
Mm.
The Chris Hemsworth's nose prosthetic I kept being like, you don't look right. What? And then I was like, oh, you're wearing a fake nose. It's amazing how a person looks like.
Mm.
But really good movie.
Yes, that one felt like when Luke and I went, we were saying that it kind of just felt like watching an epic thing because they also did it in chapters and stuff, and it was like they didn't need to go as hard as they did because it's told the complete opposite way of Fury Road, which is just like a very point A to point B.
Yeah. Well, I love that he did that, and I hope at some point before he. Yeah. George Miller's old, but before he dies, I hope he can make Wastelands.
I know.
You know.
I know.
That'd be fun. Okay. The next movie on the list was Mike and Dave Need Dates.
Yes,
seen it. Okay. So this was one where I was like, okay, I saw this movie twice in theaters.
Yes, you did. I remember that.
Isn't that weird? Isn't that a weird choice?
Yes.
Anyway,
that's pretty good.
I was like, Katie, I want to see if this is gonna hold up because I'm afraid it's not. And she was like, let's just put it on and see. And you know what? We enjoyed ourselves and we had fun.
I'm a supporter of that movie.
Yes, I think Adam Devine is just so funny, and I also think that Aubrey Plaza, especially, Anna Kendrick's really good in there too.
There's a certain name you're not saying.
What about Efron?
Zac Efron is
the Zephron poster.
Great man. Yeah.
He's a great man.
Straight man. He's a good straight man.
Oh, Zac Efron, an honorable man.
Yeah, no, we had fun. It's funny. We recommend. It's not like either of our favorite comedy movies, but it's good. And then we watched As Above, So Below. You ever heard of that horror movie?
Scary.
Yes.
Yep, I've seen it.
Catacombs?
Yes. Paris Catacombs. I had seen it once, like a decade ago, and we were watching it, and we turned it on, and I liked it more this time than I remember liking it back then, because it's got like a whole deep plot that's like National Treasure. It's crazy. The Philosopher's Stone is involved.
It is. I remember that. Yes, you're right.
But also, it's claustrophobia. Yeah. Katie is super claustrophobic, and there's this part that someone jumps out, and I haven't heard Katie scream that loud during a horror movie in like ever. The movie's good. It is scary.
Yeah.
And then we watched Deathly Hallows Part 1. I forgot how much happens. At one point, Katie was like, "So much has happened so far." I'm like,
Oh my god, the ending.
Okay, I prepared her because I knew I was like,
fucked up.
This is not gonna be okay if Dobby dies and she's not prepared for it. This is gonna be inconsolable. Knew it was coming, and it was still rough. Both of us cried.
His last words are Harry Potter, but it's also what a place to be with friends.
Be with friends.
Stop.
Stop. I have pictures. I killed myself right after watching that. Ooh, I do not look okay.
Just leaving the theater on that note.
Yep.
God.
Yes.
Oh my god, wait, that was the movie. Yeah. And then Dad and I watched Tangled.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yep.
And we came home and watched the episode of Victorious with the karaoke on.
Oh,
so we were having a fucking blast.
Best episode of Victorious.
Came home and we're like,
yes. The best episode of Victorious. I remember that. That was fun
great.
When it was like we wanted to go see one movie, but then like not everyone wanted to, so the other parent went to go see the other.
Yeah, Dad couldn't give a shit about Harry Potter, so he was like, "I'm gonna go see Tangled."
Yeah.
That's kind of what we did when we went to see Wicked. So it was Katie and her mom were gonna go, and Katie's dad and her brother were gonna see Gladiator 2, and we're like, "Who do you want to go?" Wicked.
Nice.
Which I feel like was surprising to some of them, and I was like, I want to see that movie more.
Yeah. But Paul Mescal, there's a
Paul Mescal.
yeah.
I have nothing. Yes,
Pedro
I would. See
Pascal.
it.
Of
And
course.
I forgot. How can I
Denzel
forget?
Washington.
Why? You piss me off with everything you do.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, next movie we watched was Curse of Chucky,
Explain.
which Katie had never seen. She hadn't seen 3 or Bride. We would have watched Bride, but it was nowhere for free. And so or Seed, right? So the one that was available to us, the next one, Curse, because it's on Fandango at home, and because she was wanting doll horror, right?
Ooh.
We'll be honest. We started watching Brahms the Boy 2, and then it was really boring.
Yeah.
The acting was bad.
Brahms.
Yeah,
Yes,
the boy too.
But that's
we
part of
turned
the
it off.
title.
Yeah, we
Nice,
turned it
okay.
off after like 20 minutes and moved to Curse of Chucky because I said you don't really need to know what happened.
No, it's like a soft reboot.
Yeah,
Soft
you-
reboot, and then
I
it's not
do-
at all because like yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I
At the
feel
end.
like it's
not.
beneficial to
Yeah.
watch Curse after having seen Seed. Coming right off of
Right
Seed.
off of Seed.
That's
It's
true.
such a tonal
Understand
shift.
the tonal shift.
Completely different.
But it was good. It's good. It's just a good movie, and it's funny to see. It's
Dinner scene.
the dinner scene.
Surprise lesbian.
I said-
Go ahead.
Katie is very astute because
She
we were
guessed
bringing the
the
chili out.
lesbians?
She didn't guess that because the whole time she's like,
Man, that
"Well,
was good.
this guy's sleeping with the babysitter, right?"
Surprise
And I was like,
lesbian.
I looked over. You know, you do that thing where you like peek over to see how someone's gonna react. And when it was, I just saw her. She was like, "Oh." It was perfect.
But the dinner scene.
The dinner scene. That's what I was gonna say. She's very astute because I said, "Whose chili do you think it's in?" And immediately she was like, "Father Frank's."
Priest.
And I was like,
Yeah. I mean, that is
Yeah.
is the outsider at the
Yeah.
table.
See, I don't
But
think
the
that way
overhead
though.
shot where it's like a revolver,
Yes.
like
so
it's Russian
good.
roulette. Don Mancini.
Whose chili do you think it is?
There were at least 5 split diopter shots.
There's
too.
so many in that movie.
Um,
There's so many.
It's funny to see this now because it really feels like the beginnings, the baby steps to where they were gonna go in the Chucky, because I feel like the Chucky show allowed them to expand way more on this kind of thing. It was fun.
And Nika's sick as fuck.
Yeah.
Nika is the coolest. We love Nika.
Such a good addition to be the next final.
I know. Okay. Last but not least, during today we watched Step Up, the first one. Oh my god.
Never seen it, but I've heard.
Oh, I always had that confused with Bring It On.
Yes, so this is the one with
How
Channing
about Stop
No,
the
Tatum.
not at
Yard.
all.
What's it about? What are they about?
So Bring It On is about cheerleading,
Mhm.
whereas this movie is about
Oh.
dancers.
I thought they were both about dance.
No.
Whoa, that's crazy to me.
What?
That you didn't know what Bring It On was about.
Luke, I told you I watched Bring
That's
It On All or
crazy.
Nothing.
I thought it was about dance.
They're in cheerleader outfits on the cover.
No.
In Step Up, Channing Tatum's attire is atrocious. Everything is like 4 sizes too big. At one point, he's wearing a hat and like wearing it
Yep.
like kind of sideways, one ear tucked in, one out. He looks like a goddamn.
Ooh,
mess.
okay.
Well, Matt,
But
does
he
it?
danced good.
It's worse that he still dresses like that in the first Magic Mike. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
that movie sucks. I hate the first Magic Mike. That was
I've
the most
never seen
boring
it,
shit I've ever seen in my
Oh my
life.
I did
God,
not like
I
the second one
agree.
either. The second one was so boring.
Boring.
Wait. What? I can't even recall anything from those. movies.
It's so
All I
boring.
know is that it should have ended on a freeze frame, and it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was gonna be so much better than it was.
But
Yeah.
has anybody
not fun.
seen Magic Mike's Last Dance?
You
No.
could not
Wait,
pay me.
Okay, but the second one, when Donald Glover came out, was
Yeah,
crazy.
that was
Ooh.
the
That's
best-
the
that's
second
the
one.
best part, that was the best
Donald
part.
Oh no,
Glover.
you haven't seen it?
No, I've only
No.
seen the first one and then I quit.
He is
'cause
not gonna watch.
we were gonna watch all three. We were gonna watch all three.
Why did
It
we
was
watch the second one, Luke?
me,
For
Trini, and Tori were all gonna watch all three. We watched the first one and scrapped the entire idea. We're like, that movie fucking
Very
sucks.
That's
It
amazing.
could have. Here's the thing. what's so upsetting is that it could have been amazing.
Yes,
Okay.
it could have been
could've been
fun, and it was
It could have
not.
been something.
They tried to make it so
incredible.
serious. They tried so hard to make it very serious, and it was not. And they didn't have a script for most of it, so they're ad-libbing, but
Were
you could
they
definitely
now?
tell, and it did not feel natural at all for like any scene that they were interacting.
Ugh.
That's
think-
funny.
They might just be boring.
Yeah.
In
Yep.
real life.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, that's it for me
Mhm.
on my recap, I think. Who is it? Kelly next.
Okay. Books. We'll start with books. I'm just a little bit over halfway through Graveyard Shift. Thank
Oh.
you, Mark.
Yes.
Yep. It's good.
Hmm.
Not into it as much as I thought I would be.
Yeah. It's one of the things that I liked the setup of the characters, but it went so fast that I didn't like get drawn to
Yeah.
them. But also when we heard her talking, they basically like made her write this book.
Right.
And so I think with the deadline that she was given, it was like a couple months she had to write this. So I think it's pretty good for the context for sure.
Yeah.
And it's
I think
interesting.
it's good. There's one character, no valid reason, just pisses me off.
Which character? Which character?
Hannah, I fucking
Hannah.
hate her.
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know why I was intrigued. I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, you haven't. Anyway, which it seems like she's kind of the most important character right now.
Yeah.
But I cannot stand her ass. Anyway.
Mhm.
So it's good. I'm over halfway.
I'm excited for her next novel to come out
I'm
next year.
so excited for Hot Wax too.
Yeah.
Luke told me what it was about.
I don't know what
so
it's about,
perfect.
but I'm purposely not looking into
Luke.
it.
Oh, never mind.
I
don't
don't
tell
wanna-
him.
I don't know.
I just think Matt would be interested in it too.
You told us what it was about.
Mark,
When?
you don't listen to women.
The only reason I know what it's about.
No. She definitely did. I don't remember it though.
Then do you want to know or no?
No, because I don't remember.
Okay.
I must stay
I'll look
oblivious.
it up later on my own.
Okay. Yes, I'm excited for that. Quite a bit. Okay, TV. What We Do in the Shadows caught up. Abbott caught up. Last episode of Abbott also really
Real good.
fucking good.
Real
What was it?
good.
Winter Break.
Winter break.
Winter Break. That was really good.
That was good.
And really important. I finished season 1 of X-Files last night.
Ooh.
job.
Erlenmeyer Flask.
That's a good show.
It's a good show. Mark, how far are you? Did you stop twice?
No, I watched Space, and then I'm halfway
Ooh,
through the next
very,
episode
huh?
after Space. Yep.
What's
Spook.
after Space?
I don't know. Don't ask Luke. He wouldn't know.
What's
He didn't
happening?
watch it.
I'm gonna have to start watching.
How do
it
you
now, or I'm
not
gonna
know
be
the
only
episode and
one
you're
who-
on it?
Because I was shaving while I was
I
watching
have to
it.
now, legally.
It's so good. Anyway, I finished season 1. Yeah, and I won't say anything because Mark is watching.
Mhm. Good
Oh,
show. Good
Mark, you're in the
show.
middle of Fallen Angel.
Yes.
I assigned
yes,
that
yes, yes,
episode to
yes.
you.
I am very interested, for sure. It's a good show.
Good show. When there's not an episode of What We Do in the Shadows or Abbott that's out, I've been showing re-showing Mom and Dad episodes
Really?
of X-Files. Yes.
Hey, hell yeah.
Yes. I've first
Nice.
Beyond the Sea. So I'm just doing ones that I've watched recently. So
Hmm.
just season 1 so far. But I've shown them Beyond the Sea, Ice,
Yes.
Eve,
Yes.
EBE.
Yes.
I think so far because it's also like I'm trying to assess which ones will they like.
Yeah, right.
Which they've already seen the show, but it's like it's been 30 years since they've seen it.
Right, that's so
It's a
great,
lot
that's
of
so
fun
cool.
watching it with them. When I showed them EBE and they heard Lone Gunman, they were both like,
Yeah.
"Remember them?"
That's really fun. Oh, that's cool.
It's
So
really fun. Mom loves Eve.
Yes,
She
yes.
really
Oh,
likes that
very good.
episode.
Oh yeah.
So that has been a lot of fun. Showing them those again. And maybe this might be an unpopular opinion. I think every episode of X-Files that the title of the episode is just somebody's name devours.
Yeah.
I think most people think there's really, really good ones and really, really bad ones. I think all of them have devoured so far.
Did you like Roland?
I did.
I did like that one also.
I liked that one a lot. It's the second episode to make me cry.
Ooh.
Miracle Man and Roland are the two episodes that have made me cry so far. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
But I
Alright.
think people... I'm gonna say it anyway.
Okay.
No one's gonna listen.
Uncle
I
Pat's
think
listening.
People claim, hi Uncle Pat, don't get me in trouble. I think people claim that any depiction of someone who's mentally challenged that isn't high functioning is offensive, when really they only want people who are high functioning.
Right.
I agree.
I think
with you,
they're
'cause
the problem. Okay.
I was not expecting the reviews to be that low for that episode.
They're higher on IMDb.
Yeah.
I think people they only think that high functioning people are palatable. I think I think it's a problem.
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Anyway,
it is.
I liked that episode. It made me cry. So I'm on season 2, Little Green Men, and I'm so close to Baby. I am this close.
You're
to
literally
him.
you're just a hop, skip,
I'm
and a jump.
one
Not even you're a
episode
hop
away
away. You're a
from
hop
Baby.
away from Baby. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So those are shows. Movies. God, I don't even know where to start with movies. Luke and I watched Clifford. Long time ago.
Long time ago.
We also watched Twisted, the Star Kid musical, which both of us, so stupid, didn't realize that not only is it a parody of Aladdin, it's a parody of Wicked.
Oh.
That's
We
right.
were watching it and Luke was like, wait a minute.
But I only said that because they literally brought out the Wicked.
No,
book.
they did. That's how
And they went.
that's how it
started
starts,
reading
is he's
it. And I was
reading
like,
Wicked.
oh, it's a Wicked.
We're so stupid, but also that musical is kind of how I found out what Wicked's about.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like a prequel to Wicked.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Never mind. I'm not gonna talk about Wicked. Luke's heard it. My gripe with Wicked.
Oh yeah, you hate it. I've heard you absolutely hate it.
No.
Like
I'm
it's
willing
fine,
to see it.
fine.
I just don't give a fucking shit.
Yeah, and that's how you should feel.
Okay. Luke. Did we only watch one other movie?
I think we did.
Oh. Okay, Luke and I. No shit. I have to go back. We have to go back.
We have to go back.
Maya and I finished The Quarry.
Oh.
Let me say, I had a fucking blast. I love that game. You know what?
It's good.
We could have done better, but we also could have done worse.
Yep.
And that's life.
That's
isn't
how
it?
you always feel, unless you're Luke playing Detroit Become Human. Then you couldn't
That's
do worse.
terrible.
Then you couldn't do worse.
Really?
You could not do
Where you
worse.
spike the whole game.
Just terrible.
I really enjoyed it. It was really sad.
Yeah.
It was really
It
upsetting.
depends too. That's what
Towards
like
the end.
I like because well ours was upsetting for a different reason when I was playing Luke because it was by accident that I fucked it up. So it was sad for that reason.
Laughing the whole time. So we're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, how did we mess that
I
up?
like that it's like different experiences because like
So,
because Detroit Become Human's the same type of game. Like Luke's for that ending, he was like mad at himself and upset with himself. Like, oh, I didn't want it to end that way. I was crying during mine because I thought it was like the ending that I would have picked. And it's like you could have completely different,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
especially if like you give it so like if you tried it again, Luke did not remember the decisions you made. You could just do it completely different,
Yes.
which is cool.
Yes, I'm really excited to replay, which Luke and I have been doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Luke and I
Yes.
have been playing it
Halfway.
on our own,
Yeah,
and it's
yes.
very, very funny to hear how different of an experience playing it with Mark was and playing it with me is for Luke.
Why so, Luke?
It took 2 seconds for Jacob to be his favorite character playing with me. It took one click to make him wear an 80s outfit for him to be his favorite character.
His shirt
It
only
took-
goes up here.
Yes, it's
And then
just covering his tits
shorts.
and just his ass. It's so short.
Is it like after you finish the game, can you choose that stuff?
No.
Or it's just
You can chew it at the beginning. That's what Maya and I did. Apparently there was a
I
50s
know.
pack that was limited edition, and they all look so good in it, but we
Oh.
can't have it. But you can fully free change them to 80s, Mark. It
Oh.
makes it so good.
Well, I
It's
think if
so
I ever
good.
replay it, I'm just gonna turn everyone super bitchy and put some
That's what
good
I did.
outfits. Because whenever I first play them, I try to make like, what would this character decide? Like,
Yes.
what would I try to do it that
Oh,
way?
sure.
Not what always what I want to do, because I'm like, or if someone's
normal.
pissing me off, then I just start being mean to them. It depends. Luke and I had to decide because we both did it in the beginning.
We should play it together.
yeah,
I
yeah,
need
yeah,
to
yeah.
play
yeah.
the quarry with every person I know. No, you can make them wear 80s outfits the whole time, and
Nice.
also you can change the quality. So the whole time Maya and I had played the game where it looked like it was like on a VHS.
Oh, that's
Like
awesome.
you can change it to black and white. You can
That's
do a
really
bunch of
cool.
shit.
You know what else you can change to black and white, Luke? Ghost of
That's
Tsushima.
really cool.
Oh.
You piece of
Did
shit.
you think Godzilla minus one?
Yeah, I did.
Godzilla minus one. Yeah, that too.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, you could also play it movie mode.
Yes, I've
Where
heard
it's
of
like-
that. Yes.
So that's one thing that Maya and I have going. We first is Gore Fest. But the other one I'm excited about is we put everybody to be aggressive and erratic and
Hey.
indecisive and
Yeah.
irrational, and are just gonna let that play.
So wait, you just choose that and then you just let it play out?
Yeah, so you
Oh,
can
that's
like
cool.
choose every single character's like characteristics, and you let it play out.
Oh,
how-
that's really cool.
based on like if they would complete
Yeah.
a QTE or how they would like interact with each other.
That's
and we
really
just
cool.
made everybody really aggressive. and erratic.
Nice.
So Luke and I have been playing. Very different with me. It took 2 seconds of playing with me for him to fucking hate Abby. I don't hate Abby, but for some reason playing with Luke, we're so mean.
It's
To her
her small
specifically.
backpack, you know?
It's
Like,
because
when you
the
actually
backpack
sitting
doesn't
there
fucking
besides
fit
your freaking
shit.
drawing paper,
There's
she's
nothing
walking.
human in there, and she's always drawing.
Luke,
she's
you're a
walking-
Luke.
Literally
You're a
walking
goddamn
in-
hypocrite. You're a goddamn hypocrite. You give me shit. You give me shit about me hating Abuela as much as I do in Encanto, and you just fucking tear me to shreds and make me sound like a horrible person. You act like this behind my back.
Okay, it's like she's going on a walk with Nick. She goes, "Oh, look at this view. Let me sit down and draw." Nick
And
tries to say
ignores
something, and
him.
he goes,
Yeah.
"Shut up! I'm trying to draw."
That's
She said. No, because
Also, her
we,
backpack is
as
this
Nick,
big.
we were trying to be. Her backpack is so small.
you're a piece of shit, Luke. You're a piece of shit. You give me so much shit about Abuela.
We were trying
Oh, I'll
to
get
be
into that. I'll get into that.
fun
in a minute.
and friendly and flirty as Nick, and she just fucking ignored him.
Oh, and
He
it
was
was good for it,
stupid.
too, you know, it was such good.
He was like, draw me, and she was like, I'm just trying to draw the sunset.
That's
That's
annoying
actually
you
a
do.
bore. Wait, no, our favorite line. When we made him be really mean to her for no
Yeah, yeah,
reason.
Well,
Actually, it's a bore.
It's a bore.
So that has been a lot of fun. So Maya and I have started Until Dawn.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I have no idea what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, that one's more confusing, to be honest.
Things happen so, okay. Maybe it's because I played it first, but I really liked that we, like, got a lot with the characters in the quarry
Yeah.
before we got into the shit.
Yeah,
Because it made me like really care if they lived or not. Like I cared about them, and I still want everyone to live in Until Dawn, but I also kind of don't care
Mm.
if they live or die
I
because we didn't get
point.
much time with them except for Emily. Oh my God, Kuntress 3000. I need to save her. I need to save her as if one person needs to survive. But also,
Oh, sorry. Good.
yes, go.
I was just gonna say, people seem to like Until Dawn more. That's like the fan favorite. It was the first one,
That's what
but I agree that they improved with like how to set up the game with the quarry. People seem to like certain characters more or less, like, and gravitated more overall. I think it's also because playtime, it's been out for a lot longer, but I agree
Yeah.
that they improved on certain aspects. So playing it first, you're gonna go back and see stuff that was like not as good because you started that way, but there's other aspects of the game that are like, crazier in a more like what the fuck is happening type of way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely feel that because I don't. There's like 3 different storylines going on in Until Dawn right now,
Mm,
but I definitely was much more interested in the characters and their dynamics in the
Mhm.
quarry. Even though I do enjoy that in Until Dawn, they're assholes. I enjoy that they're kind of morally gray. But also I am so I have no idea what the fuck is going on with Rami now.
nope, you're not supposed
I
to
am
know.
so confused.
Not supposed to know. I'm
Like,
very
I want-
I'm still
I just-
confused.
I only want him to live, even though he's supposedly cut in half. But I also don't. It became a Saw trap. It became a Saw movie out of fucking left field. Out of nowhere, it became a Saw movie. Anyway,
Kelly, when they made so you've made that decision, right, of like who to
so Maya knew
okay.
that no matter what, apparently Josh had to die.
Okay.
So apparently
So-
he would get cut in half no matter what.
I don't know
so
who it
she
was.
chose to save Ashley, so Ashley wouldn't be mad at us.
I don't know who it was that gave me shit about the decision I made, but I knew I pressed it the right way and it just went the other way because it like
Yeah,
the game is
apparently no matter what, it kills him.
I have gripes with somebody and I don't know
also,
who it was from
I
3
don't-
years ago.
What, me?
I
Of
don't
grievances.
know.
It's probably you
wasn't
and
me.
Tony. It's probably Tony.
Yeah.
But also I'm not sure what's. Anyway, I don't know.
Just let it
Maya's
play
been
out.
Writing riddles.
Mm.
Has been writing no context riddles about
Interesting.
spoilers for Until Dawn.
Oh,
Because
they've
Maya
played it.
knows the whole story,
Oh, I
and
see.
I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Ah,
They haven't played it. They've seen someone played it. I think they watched
Oh,
the video.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe it was you, Mark. You remember.
ask them if they watch Rectum Gaming.
Yeah, I will. Okay, but I need to tell you guys, both times playing the Quarry and Until Dawn, Maya has been in control when the character that we're playing as needs to go through a bunch of wilderness to
Oh,
get
yeah.
somewhere fast, okay? To save somebody. And both times, Maya has completely fallen in the river. It was funny the first time because it had no effect on the story whatsoever, and it was hilarious the second time because it got someone fucking murdered.
Oh.
It was so fucking funny. So both times they've pick a shortcut. Obviously.
Obviously.
Both times they fell in the river.
Well, shoot.
And they tried, when we found out that killed a character, they tried to fucking blame it on me, even though I wasn't even in control. So we paused the game to argue about whose fault that was, even though they're the one who missed a QTE. And then immediately when we press play, we go into the character's mind's eye to see where we went wrong. And it was just him falling in the river. Immediately it was him falling in the river. It was so so I'm never gonna let them live that down. God, that was so funny. I'm upset. I'm not really upset. I wish we got more time with the character that did die, but like it was so funny.
That's why you have replay. That's why you have replays for both games.
Oops, we did not have that for
No,
Until
no,
Dawn.
not replay. I'm saying like you can
I
replay
thought
it
you
at
meant
the end.
Thing where you,
No,
like,
I don't
can
do that.
Save someone's life.
No, I don't
'Cause
do that.
That was a thing in the Quarry.
Yes, you have to. No, but you got to deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
You have to.
Sure. Okay, anyway. That was really funny. What else? Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot happening. But yeah, we're playing Until Dawn. It's fun. We didn't let the game load all the way before we started playing it, apparently. So we were like, God, it looks like shit. We were like, God, they really finally improved in 5 years. And then we were in the middle of playing the game and we got a notification. It was like, until done has finished loading. And suddenly everything was so much better. We were like, God, it sucks.
Did you get the old?
was.
Did you get the remake or the?
I got the old one.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because it was so much cheaper.
Yeah.
We'll play the remake eventually because I know things is different in it, the remastered. But no, we're playing the old one from 2015.
Yeah.
Good aesthetic. So far, I'm liking the Quarry more. But it's also I played that one first, and I've played that whole game.
Yeah, and you got to play with the improvements, like, regardless of story-wise, it's like other stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about like the Quarry improvement.
Oh, quality.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So that's a lot of fun. Okay. So back to movies that I watched.
Yes.
Maya and I watched Hot Rod.
Hell yeah.
I finally showed Maya Hot Rod.
Oh,
Maya
this was
had
their
never
first
seen
time.
it.
Never ever.
Had never seen it. They definitely like Wet Hot more, but they definitely enjoyed Hot Rod.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Their favorite line in Hot Rod. I wonder if you can guess it. The line that they quoted the most. Luke, I bet you could.
I don't know.
Luke,
There's so many
a line
good
that
ones.
you didn't
understand.
understand for the first 10 years of watching.
Oh,
Their
almost.
favorite line.
Almost.
Their favorite line is, I am asleep. Homo.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Also, they really liked. They really liked. That was pretty racist. And also Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, yes.
They really liked I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day.
That's
Yes, because that's also them.
Yes.
Oh yes.
They have also been drinking green tea all goddamn day. So yeah, first time watching Hot Rod. And then we finished The Quarry
Nice.
at 4 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. And then Luke and I watched The Hangover.
Luke, you didn't tell me.
No, I was waiting.
You didn't tell me.
Bombshell.
That's a bombshell.
Luke and I had been talking about watching The Hangover and picking The Hangover for the podcast for probably the past 6 months.
It's been a long time.
It's been maybe even longer. And it has never been available anywhere. And then we're just scrolling on Max and we see The Hangover. Neither of us have any reaction to it, really. We're just like, it's here. So yes, we watched The Hangover. We wanted to see. I had never seen it. Luke
It's
has
been
a
at least 10
checkered
years.
past.
Yeah.
We wanted to see because people lost their fucking minds when that movie came out.
They did.
And our verdict was, it could have been worse.
Okay.
There were kind of, Matt, you were saying something similar before. There were some heavy misses, but when it hit, oh my god, did it hit.
Yeah.
And it was mostly Zach, which wasn't surprising.
Yeah.
He very much carried, but, you know, it was good. It was good.
You said the biggest surprise was Phil.
Yes, Bradley
first,
Cooper was a big
We
surprise.
thought he was going to be the worst, but he's actually the
He's actually
peacemaker.
very
he actually
chill.
treats Alan very well.
Yeah, that was the biggest surprise. We thought he was gonna
Yes.
be awful the whole movie. He does have my absolute favorite line of the movie.
Of course.
That he says twice.
Yeah, you can't
At the
say.
very beginning.
Yeah, you can't say on the podcast. Yes.
Oh.
I'm aware.
You know what's funny? I remember being like 12, like off at some baseball tournament, and I was riding with like some other family to go there, and they're like trying to figure out what movie to watch in the car thing, and they said they found out that I had never seen The Hang. Kicked a thing. I was like, what? And they thought it was that funny, and then so they put it on, and the first time.
Wait, you're cutting it out. You're cutting
Same
it
here.
out really bad.
I'm so sorry. Did you get any of that?
Okay.
We got the
A car, and you've never seen A
It's crazy, you
Hangover,
never seen The Hangover.
and then
so
they
put it on
freaked
the
out.
car.
And yeah,
You kicked a dog. That's
Yes.
right.
Luke kicked a dog.
Kicked a dog.
I heard they thought you kicked a dog.
Oh, no, I just said they looked at me like I had
I
kicked
keep
them.
thinking-
Oh,
yeah.
there was some.
I knew it. I knew it.
Context
I
is
knew.
everything.
So that's the first time I had watched it was just in a car where I probably couldn't hear it properly.
Yeah.
So that's the way it was intended.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, Luke and I mind meld over the most important things. Only the most important things. And at the same time, Tuesday, around 1 p.m., we both had the thought that the 4 characters in The Hangover matched the 4 of us a little bit too well.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yes,
Okay.
that is
Assign?
true.
well, Kelly's Zach. No.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, he is,
Who else
but-
would
In my
you
mind,
be?
I don't remember. I don't remember who. I don't remember
Here's
who
the-
acts
See,
like
that
that.
happens all the
That's true.
time. I would always get those characters if Luke didn't exist.
Ah.
Who else is Luke gonna be?
Oh, that's true. Very Luke. Yeah.
Am I
But
Doug?
it is me. Thanks.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
You were Doug.
Yeah,
And Marky was Stu, and Kelly was Phil, and I was Alan.
Yeah.
I don't
Yep.
remember how they act.
I would be Alan. It's just Luke.
Yep.
But thank you, Mark.
It could have been worse.
It could have been worse. It could
It's
have
not
been worse.
the greatest comedy movie of all time,
Not even close.
but it was. Could have been.
good.
worse.
A comedy movie.
Yes.
I would say it's good, Luke.
Yes, I would. I would also
Okay,
say.
good.
I
that
would
it is
say it's
good.
good.
I remember people hated the second and third one, and I thought they were all about the same quality, but none of them were like the best movie of all time. Like
I
they're
remember-
all like kind of good, but everyone
Parts-
hated 3. So
Yes, part 2 is the exact same as 1.
yes, it's
I
the
know
same
part-
movie.
But 3 is completely different.
Yes, it's a heist movie,
and so
That's hilarious.
and everyone hated it.
yeah.
And
Pretty funny.
I did see people talk about Todd Phillips doing sequels because Hangover 3 and Joker 2 are completely different than their first ones because he always just.
Yeah.
Which is funny because he did Hangover 2, which is the exact same movie, and then did completely opposite.
That was his turning point though. After Hangover 2, he's like, never
Oh,
again.
wow.
Never again.
Never
All my
Never
sequels
again.
are gonna be
As God is
out
my
of left
witness,
field.
never
Yeah.
again.
The Mike Tyson bit, really
Oh,
good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yep.
The fact that he showed up out of nowhere,
Yep, good.
really good.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, some jokes really didn't hit, but then you have an absolute banger of a line like "So long, gay boys," and you realize maybe this is like comedy genius. Maybe this is the masterpiece everybody thought it was. Actually, I'm being serious. It's my favorite line. I love it so much.
I knew you were being serious too.
Of course, yes.
Is that it? I think that's it.
All right, Luke.
Saw
Yours-
Wicked.
You saw Wicked. You did see
Ooh.
How
Wicked.
wicked.
It was
T-
popular, and I liked it. Thought it was
You like
good.
Green.
I said I like green.
He gave me his review of the movie when he came out of it, and it just started with "There was a lot of green, and I like green, so therefore good."
Fair
Yes,
enough.
I
There was a lot of
said
green.
I liked it.
read
I
your-
like green, and there's a lot of green in the movie, so therefore I like. I don't know why everyone makes fun of Elphaba's hat at the dance.
Yeah.
It looks good. I don't understand. And then I talked about popular, and then how I didn't think it was the best musical ever, but I thought it was good. But that nothing can compare it to Trail to Oregon, which is the best musical of all time. Ellie said,
Yeah,
Thank you
read
for your-
mine.
thoughts. It's not fair to compare anything that has ever existed to Trail to Oregon. I knew you would like popular, but now I'm dreading ever interacting with you again. Now that you know the lyrics to that song, and yes, a lot of green is good, but also, did you give a fuck?
And Luke said, "No, I cannot say I did."
But
And then- Yes. Do you want to go in what I went into next?
well, but that'll spoil it for Mark, for Wicked Part 2.
Oh,
What?
I don't know.
I don't think it's a part of Wicked.
Really?
Their
Bulk?
love? Their
Bulk?
love story?
No, but what Bulk turns in, never mind.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's a part of it. I was talking about their love story.
Bulk? Oh, wait.
You're literally...
Never mind. We're gonna move past that. I had a good
Did you
time.
guys know that the Scarecrow and the Tin Man are
Oh,
literally
Luke-
in love in the
yeah.
original Wizard of Oz books?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
They're
And
literally in love, and
aren't
they're
they
the rulers.
inseparable?
They live together. They live together. And they're inseparable because it pains them too much to be apart, and they rule a place called Winky Country.
Yes, Luke, you've told me this.
Winky country.
I haven't told you.
I'm gonna send a photo in the group chat. It's important to me. One of them's missing a brain, and one of them's missing a heart, Luke.
It's like House. House's head.
It's just
Wilson's
like
heart.
House.
Just like House.
Luke, continue.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's the
Yes,
funny
you
part.
Hey, those episodes have insanely high ratings. I'll have to watch. On the plane ride, I watched Inside Out 2.
Oh, they had pretty new movies.
So I did not sleep the night before, and I couldn't sleep on the plane, so I wasn't truly paying attention, and I would close my eyes a lot. But Kelly, I felt influenced me because I'd be sitting on the plane like, why did she make that decision? And you literally see inside her head and her emotions. I'm like, man,
His
what a
emotions don't make sense. That's not
and-
what I would do.
Yeah.
So
And then there was a part where she like chose to go on another hockey player's team because they were to be part of the hockey team, and she left her friends behind. And I was like, yeah, that's a good choice. You're going to a camp. Her two friends, sure, they're gonna go to another school, but doesn't she want to be on the team? And the girl she has a crush on, because it's crazy. She's like in love with that person. She's like, want to go play hockey with me? Of
Also
course you're gonna
hockey?
say yes. Not hang out with those other losers, am I right?
Yep. Yeah.
you're so right, Luke.
You're
But
right.
then there was
You're a
that one
fucking
part where
hypocrite.
she dyed her hair red to be like the other
Oh my
teammates who
God.
dyed their hair red, and I was like, no.
No.
On that one.
So Luke,
You saw anxiety make the decision for her, and you're just a piece of shit.
no.
No.
Luke, what was the gayest part of that movie? Her crush on a girl, her playing hockey, or her dyeing her hair red?
Dyeing your hair red.
Good
Um,
assessment.
And then I watched Encanto,
Oh.
and I.
This is
very
where
much
Luke and I
like-
have beef.
I very.
Oh, right.
Not really, because I also
Oh,
agree with
wait,
you for a lot of it. I really liked that movie. I really like Mirabelle, who's the main character. I really liked her. Now, in that movie, Abuela, the grandma, man, so there's a character named Bruno
Mhm.
that has psychic visions, and he basically says there's a
I
character
love
that
you're recapping.
There's-
We've
there's a
all
charac-
seen it, right?
No, I
I
haven't.
haven't.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
you've seen it, Kelly?
I saw it in my chemistry class in high school.
Oh.
Well, anyway, he'd be like, "Oh, you're eating a lot and you're not exercising. You're gonna gain weight." The guy gained weight, but they thought Bruno made it happen.
Dumb.
Do you see?
Dumb.
And so
Do
they
you
would
see?
treat Bruno like absolute trash.
And he'd like warn them that it's gonna rain on their wedding day, and they're like, "You brought the rain." And he's like, "I was
Instead
trying
of-
to tell you
instead
it
of,
was
like,
gonna happen."
Canceling the wedding or moving it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly what happened to Galileo.
Anyway,
Well, he's scapegoat the
Scapegoat,
character. Yeah.
essentially. And then he ends up leaving and living inside the walls to try to
Mhm.
repair the house but not be seen, because they treat him like Voldemort. They can't even say his name.
Matt,
And you
maybe
know whose
need
fault
to
that
watch
is?
this
Do you know
movie.
whose fault that
Now,
is?
what is
Do you know whose fault that is, huh?
Okay, to preface this, she's supposed to be a flawed character. It's really like her art. It's like she. Comes
She's
to
evil,
enlightenment at
and
the
not
end.
flawed. She's evil.
Evil. She's too old to change, Luke.
This is what I was trying to tell Luke. 20 years does not get fixed over becoming a good person at the end of your life. If you're a shit person for 20 years to your whole family, I don't give a
Okay.
fuck if you change. You're done. You're a piece of shit. I hate her so much.
So she was trying. So all the powers were used to affect the community and make the community better as a whole. And she was thinking that if, her family wasn't doing everything right, then everybody else would be let down. However, therefore, she treated Bruno like absolute trash.
Not
and
only
then
that, she treats
Mirabelle-
Mirabelle like trash because she didn't get any powers, and it's her fault. And she just casts her aside, go clean. You're like, what a fucking piece of shit. And then at the end, she's like, you know what? I was wrong. And I was like, no, fuck you, man. You're still a piece of shit. I hope they kick you out of the fucking house.
My beef with Mark, though, is Coco. He doesn't like Coco, and he said he didn't like the grandma from
No,
Coco.
wait, I like the great-grandma, but not the grandma.
What was wrong about the grandma from Coco? I forgot.
Or was it the mom? One of the adult figures was a piece of shit, too. And then it was like one of those, the entire movie, they were being... Not as bad as Abuela in Coco, but like it's like one of those things where they're bad throughout the whole movie. So you have like the antagonist that can change because they're part of family. They're doing it for a good reason. I just don't give a shit about that, and I just don't forgive them. Yeah, in the beginning, right?
I don't remember that.
I don't know. I've only seen that movie once. That's why I feel so strongly about Abuela compared to the parent figure in Coco. But yes, oh man, oh they make me so mad. Whew.
Anyway,
that's like my least favorite character in
Ever?
anything.
That's
In anything. I watch that movie and I'm just like so mad. I'm like fuming.
Anything, really, yeah.
I watched Mulan.
Ooh, good one.
And then I watched
You have one really shitty grandma character, and one of the
And
best
one.
ever
Yes,
created.
yes.
yes. And then I forgot. What else did I watch? There's another... Oh, Shrek 2.
Mm.
Oh, Shrek.
Again.
Yes. Because I watched that one with Dylan. That one was a multiple viewing experience, but the other ones were by myself. And then I also turned on Amazing World of Gumball, season 6. I was the only one that had on the
Whoa.
plane. Oh, and it was good.
Yeah, it's a
It
good
was
show.
really good. And we watched a lot of SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
Flip. And that's it. I've been reading The Alienist, and very good. And that's it.
Nice.
Oh, I finished Only Murders in the Building season 4.
Oh,
No,
yes.
nice.
It was
Congrats.
good. Bring it to Martin
Yeah.
Short. For Go, Mark.
Okay. Shows. There's this little show called X-Files.
Yeah, I bet there is one called X.
Luke, have you ever heard of it? Luke, I
Luke,
think
you're
you're
so
I
mad about it.
don't know if Luke's ever. I don't think Luke would like it.
I don't think
very
it'd be Luke's
much.
thing.
I don't
It's
think
not.
he's seen it.
I don't
Luke's
think he'd
so
like
weird.
either of the main characters, to be honest.
So freaking stupid.
It's a good show. Even the episodes that like are not my favorite, I think it's a
Yeah.
good show, and it's like
exactly.
still
you
interesting
get
enough.
it.
You know what you would do when I'd be like, I'm watching X-Files? You'd go, huh. You would snicker
Oh my
at
god.
me. You
I-
would laugh at
That's
me?
a scoff, Luke.
Yes,
Me.
you'd be like, oh, of course you're watching X-Files. That was you.
Me.
That was
That
you.
was a really
That
good
was you.
impression.
Me.
That was really good. I was like,
Whatever.
what?
Whatever. That's a good show. I don't know why you hate it so much, Luke, but it's a good show. And then oh guys, I keep telling Luke, I will not shut up about how good season 3 of Teen Wolf is. Like I'm so annoying about Teen Wolf season 3.
So it's one of those shows where you're like, you just have to get past the first couple of seasons, and actually the first show. You actually have to get
You have to-
to the spin-off.
You have to
You actually have
no,
to get to this
hear-
one
hear
scene
me.
in season 18, and then it gets really good.
Well, that's how I was with the originals. But listen, Teen Wolf, because when it's not good, like season 1, it hits that point of being so not good with certain CGI, with certain relationships, that it hits that level of bad that it's enjoyable. But then there's parts like that where it's like season 2 is a mix between parts like that, because like Colton Haynes is cheeking it up the entire time. Like his acting is interesting. He's improved, I'll say that. But like he's funny to watch. And then there's actually parts that are like getting good in season 2. And then season 3, there's an episode where I was like, oh, that's actually like legitimately a good episode of television, and like where it's legitimately good. And then every now and then it'll be like cheeky again, and I'm like, and then like the guy who plays Derek, it's the guy who plays Superman in Superman and Lois, like the CW show. Oh my god,
Yeah.
his acting, that guy. Okay, not his acting not good. And now it's good. Like, he's improved, so it's been fun to
Good
watch.
now, yeah.
He's a fucking weird character. Every time he's just standing around being weird, always. Now he's starting to have some... So it's like, I like it for both reasons, the show. And that's why I like it. Is that you watch season 1 if you want to get that, like, bad teen drama stuff, and then season 3 is like legitimately interesting to me.
Wow.
Is it good? You know, like it's good to me.
Better.
I like it. I'm annoying Trini because I keep telling her how much better it is than Vampire Diaries. It's pissing her off.
That's funny. So you prefer Teen Wolf?
Oh, I like Teen Wolf better than Originals too, and I liked Originals better than Vampire Diaries.
You're more on the werewolf, so you're the Jacob.
Yes,
and she's the Edward.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm all in on Teen Wolf. I'm an MTV Teen Wolf like apologist. You'll see. It was MTV.
MTV.
It was MTV.
MTV2?
Nope.
It's so
MTV.
CW though.
I know, and a lot of the people went to CW shows after it.
Colton Haynes did. Yeah,
Yes,
he
Colton
did,
Haynes
right?
did.
Yeah.
Another character did. One of the characters left the show to actually go to the Originals. So it's all kind of intertwined.
Oh, wow.
Originals was on CW, so was Vampire Diaries. So that was before they went full Arrowverse. Was they were doing these kind of shows actually.
Right.
You guys remember? Never mind.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
Dylan O'Brien was carrying the show, still carrying the show.
Let's try to talk about Glee. Don't
Ah,
worry
that's good.
about it, Luke.
Um,
About Glee and Community.
but Dylan O'Brien, this is like the same year he was filming Maze Runner, but like he was carrying the show from the beginning. But now like other people are actually like improving their acting around him.
Can't use him as a crutch anymore.
Though I know he eventually leaves the show too, and so it's like, no, it's gonna be so sad. But there's other characters. So by far, I hated Scott. You know how much I hated Scott, and I kept telling you guys I hated Scott. I really liked Scott in season 3. By far his best outing. They broke him and Allison up, but in an amicable way to where like they still love each other, but he's not annoying because they broke up. It's not like sad Scott. He's just like they're doing their own thing right now because he has to, and so he's just like not worrying about it. I'm like, he's just
Because he's a teen wolf.
yes, and he was so dumb in season 2, and I was telling you guys I like that. He like knows he's dumb, so he's trying to become smarter, and like that's his arc this season. Is he wants to be smarter because he's so dumb. And so he's like doing vocab words every day with styles, and like he's trying to become smarter.
That's actually kind of sweet.
And
That is sweet.
I was telling Luke what I really like about him in this season is he's like the Harry Potter character where all his whole decisions just evolve around him trying to make the best decision, and he has to make bad decisions to save more people. So like that's the conflict, which is not always like the most interesting character, but I like that he's like just a purely good person, and he's not just focused on Allison now. He's trying to like save people every episode by like, you know, you got to help the bad guy because they're threatening sometimes, and he really just wants to save everyone's life, Daredevil style. There's parts of this season that feel like Daredevil. I'll explain to you at a different time. But I tell you what, halfway through season 3, which is a long season, and it's very good. Like I legitimately want to keep watching it and keep being like, we're watching it. It's pissing her off
So,
because she wanted to
are
get me
you
this into
open-
Vampire Diaries, but I was not.
Are you open to watching the movies?
You know I am. It's completely different, but
Movies?
you know I am.
Mark said on Serialized, every season of Teen Wolf has like a 3.8 or something, and season 3 has a 4.3.
Yes.
So
Okay,
apparently,
people.
Yes,
they-
people
they
know.
beat-
Yes. Okay, I'll shut up about it. I'm sure when you come up here, I'll keep talking. Oh, you know I like those teen dramas, and it hits that itch, but also is like interesting to me right now. So I'm like really into it, oh, like annoyingly. Okay. Shows What We Do in the Shadows. I've seen that the ratings on IMDb this season are lower, which doesn't make sense to me because every episode I am.
It's so fun.
I think this is probably the show I laugh out loud the most to myself. Like, other than, like, probably Sunny or something like that. Like, I laugh out loud to myself. Like, Trini will be sleeping, and I'm just, like, giggling to myself, trying not to wake her up, because I'm just, like,
Gotta
laughing
get
so
you to
hard.
watch Peep Show.
Okay,
Oh my
I-
god, he would
Gotta
love
get you to
Peep
watch
Show.
Peep Show.
Because a lot of times, you know how, like, you'll find something funny by yourself but not laugh as hard? I legitimately just laugh out loud really hard with What We Do in the Shadows. I'm not completely caught up on Abbott. I think I'm too behind. I went up to the mid-season break. So,
Well, that's where they are now, is mid-season break. I thought.
they took a
They
2-week
took
break.
They're not,
They took a 2-week break, came
Oh,
back.
right.
with
The 2-week break.
episode,
and now, but
it's
now
break.
it's gonna be a break till January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made a goal list, Matt. That's what I'll go over the.
My goal list is mostly in my brain, but yes.
I
I've
actually
done the
wrote mine
same.
down. there's reasons I'll get to off podcast. That I also wanted to create this list, but was to finish Teen Wolf season 3 this year by the end of the year, finish The Institute, finish X-Files season 1, finish Astrobot, and then watch 10 more 2024 movies. I don't think that one's an asterisk. That one's an asterisk. That's just like if I get to it.
What if you're like not interested at all?
That's why. That's why it's an asterisk.
okay.
I'm not worried about it, but kind of like that's a background thing if I'm filming movies.
What's like first 3 movies on your roster that you haven't seen yet in 2024?
I made a list of ones that I like wanted that I could watch because there's still some in theaters that I'm gonna see. Like I could see Nosferatu this year in the last week of the year, and like there's Gladiator 2 because Paul Mescal's thighs. I heard his thighs have a lot of action and screen time, so yeah. We got to go see the red one if it's still in theaters. I doubt it is.
Damn it.
I don't know how to say if it's Caddo Lake or Caddo Lake, but the Dylan
never-
O'Brien
Oh, the Dylan
HBO.
O'Brien,
Yeah.
What?
It's a Dylan O'Brien movie. He has a beard.
Horror
It's like
movie.
a horror.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Salem's Lot because gotta see it.
It's a movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
on
a
Max.
show.
I think it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie. The Fall Guy I never watched.
Alright.
The First Omen. If I'm feeling like watching. Oh yes, yep. I think Kelly told me about it.
Wait, what?
You told me about the First Omen, right? Yeah, it was you. Kelly. I'm saying it because Luke told me. Whatever. If I want to
know what
watch
you're talking
like
about.
lighthearted, Despicable Me 4 and Kung Fu Panda 4 came out. If I want to watch one of those, Abigail because it was Radio Silence. I liked Ready or Not, and I liked Scream 6. Love Lies Bleeding.
Yes,
Never watched
okay, I was
it.
about to say. I was about to say.
Monkey Man.
yeah.
Ooh.
Lisa Frankenstein.
That's okay, I was about to say that one too.
I saw the TV Glow.
Yes!
Right.
Saturday night!
Saturday night I did not.
That's on
Okay,
my list.
these. Sorry, to be clear, these are stuff that are on stuff that I could watch or are gonna be in theaters. Not
Saturday night.
so.
Completely off.
Saturday night's not on here because it's not on something I could watch right now.
Okay.
Kinds of Kindness. I want to watch.
Oh shit, that one's long.
Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. Luke and I gotta watch. We gotta watch it.
Correct.
Luke's gonna have to go to the theaters with me for this one. Sonic 3.
Yep.
Oh,
You
right.
gotta watch
Oh,
it with
that
me,
was
Luke.
so sad.
And then Trinity
that
and
would
I
be
are
fun.
probably gonna watch Baby Girl when it comes out.
Oh, the Nicole Kidman one.
Yeah, is it A24 or Neon?
Whoever directed that?
Guys,
Body Spotty.
sorry.
Yes.
All I did was look up 2024 on, for lists on Letterboxd, and the first list that comes up has 3 movies for 2024, and it's Saltburn, which isn't,
Not even a
Irish Wish, and They Came Together.
What?
I would not be surprised if this is you, Mark.
That's hilarious. Maybe that's what they've watched in 2024. They've only watched 3 movies.
3 movies.
So these are ones that are like options. I don't need to watch 10 of them. It was just kind of like a.
It's a goal.
Like I said, I'll talk to you guys about offline too.
What
But
about Oddity? Oddity? You want to watch that
I need
one
to.
that
I
told
have
you
heard of
about
that.
before?
I've heard about that. I think
Whoa.
Matt told me about that one. So I got.
What about
yeah.
my favorite movie, Trap?
Oh, I've seen Trap.
On my-
I've
You've
already
seen
seen Trap
Trap.
in theaters. So yes, I have those goals. Okay, so
Roadhouse.
I don't think I'm gonna watch Roadhouse.
Watch the original.
I do need to do that. Shows, anything else that we watch? I don't think so. Books, I finished The Institute. Weird experience. I did not like the first half, but it's not bad. I just could not get into it at all. Like 300 pages, couldn't get into it. The back 300 pages, because it's like 600 pages, I loved. I was like, I could not put it down. It hits a point where it's like a new part, and like it's like way more interesting. It's like build up for the first half of the book, in my opinion. And I just didn't find the characters interesting. And then in the second half, I did find them interesting. And I was like, this is really weird experience for sure. And people seem to love that one from
might
him.
be a good writer.
Yeah. People
Your
seem to
experience
love
reading
it. So I don't
like
know.
that book.
But I really like the back half. And then I started Cure for the Curse. I'm gonna read all 4 of them.
Mark, it's so funny.
I know.
Because I'm planning to do it.
Well, I saw that I saw his Facebook post that said,
Oh,
I'm not on Facebook.
anymore.
I just check it
Okay.
sometimes to see if like I have notifications because I was
Okay.
messaging some people on there for certain
Yeah.
things. And so I check it every now and then. I saw that he posted it and was like, shit. So I bought it immediately. I already had Cure for the Curse, but I bought the other two as well. So I just bought all of them and was like, I need to read these, and I'm halfway through after like 4 days or something.
I'm pretty sure I took Mom's copies because
I took Mom's other
they're
copy.
Signed. Oh, okay.
It's
One of them
signed.
is the first. Look, 3 of them are signed, and one of them said thanks.
Oh,
Like I stole Mom's. For
Solid.
Sure.
So yeah, that's what I'm reading. I finished my 26th book, which was The Institute, and that was my goal for the year. So I hit my yearly goal. Next year, I'm gonna do next year. Part of the reason it's okay, I'm gonna do the stand is I'm not doing a book goal. I'm gonna do a page goal. So it
Nice.
doesn't matter if I do short books or long books. It's just gonna be the amount of pages I read.
Smart.
I like
So
that.
that way because what would happen was like, oh, I'm not on track. Let me read a novella, and it was like, I'm just gonna read what I want to read, and it's gonna be like I still have a goal, but it's gonna be pages.
Yeah. I like it.
Okay, movies, and then we can talk about Clifford. We're only an hour and almost 40 in.
Well,
we're
I
about
have
2
more.
hours.
Okay.
2 hours.
2 hours, but recording. I don't remember the last one I talked about. Was it Nora or Wicked?
You talked about both.
Nora.
Okay, and I
Did
talked
you-
about finishing The
Yes,
Last of
you
Us, right?
absolutely-
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did I talk about Hot Frosty?
Yes.
No.
I remember
No, you
that.
didn't.
Maybe we talked about
don't-
it in person at Thanksgiving. We definitely talked
Must
about
have. Oh yes, Hot Frosty.
it. Yes.
Did you say Joe Latrulio
No.
was in that movie?
Joe Trulio and Craig Robinson are paired together, and every time they show up,
They're in a
it's a
different
completely
movie.
different vibe, and it's filmed different sometimes. It's just like you guys are acting in something else, and it's hilarious. And so that's why like I do enjoy it, but honestly, just because of them, because they take it so like they're so funny in it. Honestly, I actually find them hilarious because it's not even filmed the same style. Sometimes it's like romantic,
It's crazy.
cheeky Hallmark rom-com, and then they show up and it's like an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And it's like, what the fuck is happening? They act completely different than any other character. Every other character is like acting like a human being, and they do not act like human beings. They take everything so seriously and so exaggerated. So very good casting choices, very different. Then I watched Marcel the Shell with Shoes On.
this the first
I've already seen it. I saw it in theaters. I was showing Trini, because I wanted to just watch a happy movie. Well, sad but happy movie.
Yeah.
Isabella Rossellini is the voice of the grandma in that, and she's
Yeah,
in
she
Conflict.
is.
Mark, you remember her? You remember that movie? Yeah.
What movie?
Wait, did you
What
say?
movie is
Wait, I have a good anecdote about Conclave.
Oh God.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Mark. There's a video that Maya showed me, because they said it was me. It's just a video of Chapel Roan in the middle of the street with her friend going, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, like on her knees. It was funny. They were having a good time, but I couldn't hear anything. But I love Conclave, I love Conclave.
Ooh.
It was like the new dress.
Wow.
It's the purple and gold dress. It's-
Oh yeah, Luke and I finished Phantasmus.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Finished showing Luke Phantasmus. That anyway. So now that's a thing. 'Cause I love Conclave.
Ah,
So sorry.
that was a
I
decent movie.
legitimately thought 1000% that Chapel Roan was in the middle of the street.
I love
I
Conclave.
love Conclave.
I believe it.
That's hilarious. Okay, and then I didn't watch anything for 11 days. It says.
Whoa.
And that's not normal for me. You know, I watch movies like a fiend, but it's because I've been
Wow.
watching this X-Files show.
You have not- you have
and-
not watched it. You are midway through episode 10 because you were shaving. You can't remember the episode. Move on.
Whoa. Ate you up.
I had to watch with this guy last night. This guy Luke. We watched this really good movie. He kind of hated it. It's called Clifford.
That's not mine.
I was the only one laughing in the room. I'll just say that.
I'm the only
so-
one that's seen it twice.
That's true.
So true.
That's not true.
And then
I'm on my second watch right now.
Okay.
Fair.
Actually, I'm on my third
'Cause
watch because
it's
the movie
gone
already ended in the time that we've
Jesus
been talking.
Christ. And then Luke and I watched a worse movie than Clifford called Talk to Me, which is a 10 out of 10 movie, but worse than Clifford because that's an 11 out of 10. I loved Talk to Me, and never in a million years would I be like, because I also watch a video after. You know how sometimes A24 helps like produce and sometimes they just distribute? I did not realize they just distributed. Like they just they bought it at Sundance. Like I did not. Yes, it was already made. They did this without A24. Like it was just bought by them.
Cool.
And I know that they were YouTubers and they use like that money to help get investors. You know, I would have never expected this being their first movie if you just watch it. Like, it seems like experienced filmmakers knew what the fuck they're doing because they know what the fuck they're doing. I think it's just crazy because you would have not expected it. And I went back and watched some of their YouTube channel just to see what it was. And they're just acting like idiots the whole time. So I'm like, damn, the fact that they just like funded this and went so hard with it and were like, the video was showing that after Sundance, Jordan Peele was texting them, and they were just, like freaking out because they were just like, they made this during quarantine, didn't know if it was, and just tried to get it into Sundance, and then didn't know if it was gonna get sold. And it was like they could have just made this and gone into oblivion if it was bad. But you could tell from the first scene, you're like, oh, they know what the fuck they're doing. Like the first scene is insane.
It all started with Football Town.
It all started with Football Town.
It all started with Football Town. As all things do.
Yes. But it was very, very, very good. And made me feel sick the way Hereditary did, which is, again, crazy that it's their first movie. And made me feel sick multiple times in the movie. So, no wonder A24 bought it. It had head trauma.
It's so many little things too, like you never see her dad's face full on until the end when something big happens because she's ignoring him and pushing him out. Like little things that.
And that's like experienced filmmakers.
What?
So there is stuff about they had done it since they were little, so they've always wanted to make a movie, but then like it's hard. So then they were doing YouTube to get that creative side out, and it was like, but they knew what they were doing. They know how to make a movie. So very much enjoyed it. But they're also still act the same way apparently that they always have, because I read something that they would like do games Uno games behind the scenes, and whoever lost they would have to like intentionally fuck up a scene or something, like fuck up a take and just make them be super embarrassed and do it like terribly. It's like they're just using their money that way of like doing intentionally bad takes and stuff like that for no reason. So it's like really cool.
Funny.
Especially because now I'm sure they're gonna blow up and make a bunch of movies because they're crazy.
You're gonna blow up.
Go to one. Kind of like the subway. What was it? The Los Angeles subway.
The display from Clifford.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to go.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Not so fast. Are you done?
I think so. I think that's it. We just watched Talk to Me. I had trouble sleeping last night. And I had a dream about Hosey, and I was just there when that picture was taken. It was really weird. I was just like, I wasn't even taking the picture. I was just like watching it. I was watching it, and he was holding up the salsa. That's all I remember.
So fucking funny, Mark.
That's your comfort after Talk to Me with Hosey with his salsa.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
Clifford.
No, not
Nope.
quite.
Almost there.
So
We're almost there.
You know what thing from Impractical Jokers that will not leave my mind, that's been in my head all day?
Monica Johari?
What?
No. It's a part of Smashing Success, but not Sal. It's Joe going, put him in a Ziploc bag. That's been in my head all day. And I won't get out. Anyway, I've also been obsessed, haven't watched any more, but still been obsessed with the True Blood opening. And I've been listening to the song from that so much. That opening, literally, okay, that show, pretty garbage. That opening might be the best thing I've ever seen in my life. That title sequence has a church, and on the church's thing it says, you know, the thing outside?
The thing, yeah, the thing.
The thing outside, it says God hates fangs. It's so good, guys. It is so good.
Interesting.
That's
You guys,
pretty good.
if
You just
I just need you guys to watch the title sequence to True Blood. I'm not joking. I love it so much. It's so
I'm
fucking good.
intrigued.
Yes, Mark?
you just reminded me, and I cannot believe I didn't talk about it. I'm actually disappointed in myself. Maybe I talked about it last time. Actually, the Teen Wolf intro. Did I talk about how
No.
hard
Yes, you
it
did.
pops off?
You
I
did.
talked to you, maybe, Luke.
No.
Okay.
Guys,
You said it popped
Remember.
off in season 2.
it started. Season 1 didn't have an intro.
Yeah.
It just like Teen Wolf. Like, you know how like it cuts out of nowhere. Season 2 comes out with a full ass 2-minute song, and it shows weird shit's happening. For some reason, someone's shirtless and showering. They get hit by a lacrosse player. Like none stuff that never happens in the show.
Hell yeah.
And then
Corny and
that
confusing.
was Scott in season 1, and then Scott in season 2, he like floats, and I'm like, he never floats. It's like, what the fuck is happening? But it pops off. And every time, I'm like looking forward to the intro. But it's also because I'm into the
Yes.
show, so I'm like looking forward to it. And then it's MTV, and they cut to black for every commercial break. But it's the same amount of time that they cut to black for when the intro plays. So I'm always like wanting it to play. I'm having weird obsessions with Teen Wolf. I'm
True
like,
Blood.
I'm unwell.
True Blood, Teen Wolf, then Succession.
There you go. Kelly gets
Those
it.
are our best title sequences.
Kelly gets it.
Yes, anyway, that's it. I literally haven't watched any more of the show, but that opening
was-
is so good.
There was a True Blood reference in What We Do in the Shadows.
Holy fuck. That was insane.
That
Don't
was
say any more.
crazy.
Luke hasn't seen. And then I just wanted to say, do you guys want to hear the riddles that Maya wrote about Until Dawn? Yes. They wrote riddles for spoilers for Until Dawn. And then there's 4 of them, and then they assigned the 4 to us. And their interpretations of who we
That's
are.
good. That's
Interesting.
good.
Okay.
That's good.
Their
Okay.
first, the very top of the page just says boob, because before this wasn't used for riddles. So
Ah,
the first riddle is
interesting.
actually there's 5, and the first one is just boob, which they assign to themselves.
Mhm.
Okay, first riddle is mountain dog, good boy, finger gone, Mikey boy bear. And so my interpretation was, okay, Mike called himself Mikey boy. Anyway, my interpretation was that he gets bit in the hand and then he shoots his fingers off and has no reaction to it, Luke.
No, that's
Luke's favorite scene in the quarry.
that's a great scene from the quarry. Great scene.
Yeah. And then, okay, the second one, minor 49er head gone cannibal sad. Pretty basic.
That one. Okay,
Let-
I'm following that one.
Yeah.
Minor 49er, fine. Let's move on. Cage, meat hook, cannibal porn star.
Yeah.
Get assigned to you.
No, I
It's
thought
assigned to Matt?
I thought 100% that it
Yeah,
would be.
I thought.
But well, because I know who this relates to. I don't know what it means, but it relates to Josh somehow because he's called them porn stars twice already, and he's
Oh, I
had
remember that,
probably
yeah.
5 minutes of
Yeah,
screen time.
Weird.
I don't know what his deal is, if he's trying to kill them, but it really feels like he's just trying to fuck all of them. Okay.
And now you're thinking.
The last one was butterfly sad, head gone, eat.
I don't understand that one.
That's the only one I figured out.
Oh. I played it.
Because
don't
I made
remember.
a joke, because there's so much goddamn emphasis on her fucking butterfly tattoo. Where it's like, she's only had it for a year. How many of your photos were taken in the past year and at the perfect angle to show her tattoo? So I was making a joke that the Wendigo was gonna be like walking and then pose and you see the butterfly tattoo, and apparently that's right. So, okay. So they assigned me Mountain Dog, Good Boy, Finger Gone, Mikey Boy Bear.
Hey.
Of course. Okay.
They assigned Matt, Minor 49er, Head Gone, Cannibal, Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
They assigned Luke, Cage, Meat Hook, Cannibal, Porn.
I knew it was needed actually. I just.
I'm assuming that they're actually assigning plot points of, so whatever happens with Josh, I guess gets assigned to you, Luke. And then
Okay.
Mark, you got Butterfly, Sad, Head Gone, Eat.
I'm good. Yep, that's good.
And they
That's
get
okay.
boob.
Boob. That's really good.
Okay, I'm done.
Clifford.
I'm actually gonna get a drink.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna pee.
Should we take a break?
Okay, I'm gonna pause.
I'm sorry.
It's unpaused. Clifford.
Claire!
Can I start out the
This
discussion
is a
by
movie.
saying? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before we begin, Katie didn't watch most of this movie with me, and then she came in toward. She was a little confused about why there wasn't a big red dog, and I was like,
Yes,
"Oh,
it-
not that Clifford."
Mm,
Yeah.
Yes.
that would be also a good
This
movie.
is not a movie about a big red dog. This is a movie about a little boy who's
A
also a
sociopath?
domestic terrorist.
Yes, isn't it
Almost said
crazy?
terroriopath.
Isn't it crazy that they filmed it like Boyhood and they had Martin Short and he was
That's
10?
actually
And-
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that they named his uncle Martin in
That
the
is
movie?
The
crazy.
amount of times he says
Okay.
Uncle Martin.
My
Where to start with this movie?
Had you seen it before this time?
No,
Hmm.
I had not seen it, but I knew.
Mm.
You knew.
I knew. And the opening to this movie established right off the bat.
The opening's good. Oh, yes.
The opening is pretty incredible. I want to hear. Luke, I already know you like this movie.
Yes.
Mark, it sounds like you like this movie.
This movie is incredible.
Thank God. Matt?
Yes. Yeah, I like. This
Okay. It's crazy. All of my picks have been bangers.
Oh wow.
I had to preface
Especially
remarks-
dead dudes in the house.
Oh, yeah, I had to preface remark that this isn't Dead Dudes, but it's
Nothing
still
can
very
be.
good. Nothing can be.
I'll say that the scene that made me realize, oh, I think I'm gonna really like this. I need to pay full attention. Was when a dummy came flying, Ned style.
Yes.
At,
Yes.
out the window.
It wasn't an Ed style.
I think the moment for me and Luke. Okay, let's set this up. They pull into a gas station. Clifford sees a family about to go to Dinosaur World, and a kid get out of the car in a dinosaur suit, and Luke and I are like, "Oh my God, he's gonna kill him!" We're like, "He's gonna jump him and steal his clothes," and then it's revealed that he just bribed him, and we're like, "Oh, it's okay."
Okay,
And then this kid delivers
Yeah.
this line of dialogue
Of all
I've
time.
ever heard. Mom, I'm right here. There was so much passion. behind his voice. He
It was also
made
like,
his
why
one
isn't
line
he moving?
count.
He's standing.
He's
like,
going,
I'm over
Mom!
here.
That was really something incredible. I can't do it justice. You have to see that scene for yourself.
That's not even my favorite line.
What's your favorite line?
What is your favorite scene?
I think
Look at
it's-
me like a human boy.
Speak to me? Was it
Because
speak to me like
that
a human
was
boy?
something
Yeah.
incredible.
Speak like a human boy.
That
I
scene's
was telling
really
Luke, I feel like Martin Short just really want to play Dennis the Menace and never got the opportunity.
Yes. I think one of my favorite lines is, "Oh, I'm thirsty from my long night of bondage."
yeah, that was crazy.
Guys,
Going off
this
the,
is
the
insane.
Credits, the title Clifford is in the same font and size as every other text, so it just looks like Clifford is a character,
Yes.
just an actor.
At the beginning.
Yeah, because it's doing actors and then it says Clifford and then just continues with actors
Actors, yeah.
in the same font.
Like nothing special.
Yep.
To indicate.
And the fact
It's
that
like
they knew
Cher.
what they were doing. Does anyone know why this movie exists? Like whose
Exists?
concept it was? Any idea?
No
God.
clue.
It's just
Yeah.
One day, the
It was written
script
in the text.
appeared at Martin Short's doorstep. It was a gift from God.
Man, it's so good. He just starts off as a mild-mannered priest.
That's
This
crazy.
perfect.
With baby Ben Savage?
Yes, that is.
Okay, when Ben
perfect.
Savage showed up, I was like, "What?"
Okay, he's a priest. My favorite detail about this movie is that he established the School for Wayward Boys in 1993, which is directly after the events of the
Yeah.
movie, when
Let's
he's
try
10 years old.
Our tale begins once upon a time in the future. The
Yeah.
year is 2050.
This movie is so good, guys.
He said
His
something. He said a phrase at the end. He was like, "Which we used to say back in the day." And apparently, Los Angeles is not Los Angeles anymore in 2050.
yeah, there's implications going on.
Like the Man in the High Castle stuff. It's weird.
Yes.
What's the deal with his recorder? Can we discuss?
That's his resting face. Make sure he's not in trouble. And
looks
he can play the
innocent.
recorder.
Some of the like little la 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 that plays behind him is so sinister.
He's legitimately scary. This was a scarier movie than Talk to Me.
Yes. When he would zoom in and his face would do this, and it was like, oh no.
Well,
I like the
so
way Martin.
sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to say I like the way he danced at the party.
Oh, that, yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was good.
It was very good.
I think this
Dare I-
also implies that he builds a bomb, because
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
right, like,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah,
doesn't
he
show
does.
it. It just
No, he yes.
okay. I just want to make sure
What do
I
you
understood
mean?
because
Where's
when
the
when we were watching, somewhat
It was
I don't know.
really funny.
I don't know why. Like we were talking about something that had happened, and I put my face in the pillow. Like I went like that, and then the bomb went off when I put my face in the pillow. So I didn't see it happen. I just heard a bomb go off on the TV.
I think we were like, oh, how's this gonna go? And
Oh,
it was
how's this gonna
my
go?
gosh, and then laid your head down, and it went
And then it was like poo, and so it actually scared me more because I was like, I had to turn around, and then it was just like the explosion like at the back end of it, which made it better, to be honest, because it was so jarring that a bomb went off at that time, not expecting it.
God. I think
That's
that
incredible.
Clifford is scary and hilarious at the same time. I liked Richard Kind. I
Yeah.
saw he was the dad. I was like, oh my god. Just saw him in Only Murders.
Yeah, they reunited.
Yeah. So that's fun.
Martin Short, like you said, Matt, is unwell in your review.
Oh, he's
what is happening?
in the best way.
I do like he puts his all into it.
Oh yeah.
110%.
I love it.
My favorite review is it's like one of the first ones, and it's just something like, I found this very perverse and upsetting.
So he
That's
asked Will
the
Ben
sweet spot.
Savage, "What's your IQ? 185?" And then later he's like, "No, wait, it's 195. Sorry." It was like,
Stupid.
185.
This kid wants to go to dinosaur world so bad that he brings the plane down, tries to crash it.
Yeah.
And it worked.
He's kind of real for that.
Yeah.
It worked. Didn't it?
So,
Very
do you
nice.
guys think that Clifford was trying to be good to Uncle Martin at first? Because, like, he said he played with his hair, but
Yeah.
it was fine because he was like, it seemed like he was actually trying because he actually thought he was going to be taken to Dinosaur Wars. So I don't think he was being a
Yes.
menace at first. It was just when he lied that he
definitely- yes.
snapped.
He was definitely
steal-
trying to be good to get to Dinosaur
And you
World.
should never lie to kids, so is he in the right this whole movie?
Right.
Well,
Right.
because he's not liable for what he's about to do if he gets lied to.
That's accurate.
He stole somebody's bike, other things, a dog, from the
Oh,
airport.
yes.
He stole a
And a
dog. from
priest
the
gave
airport.
him.
Yes, and a
Wait, what?
priest gave him something.
Luke
Some
and I
gift.
thought there was a time warp.
Cause
I thought it
why?
was
Ah,
him
yeah.
from the future giving himself. But instead, see, Luke, there's something wrong with Luke and I because instead of every time we watch movies, instead of thinking, oh, it's a parallel, we think it's a time warp.
Oh.
There can't be two priests in one movie.
No.
Impossible.
You also don't
Conclave?
see
Unless you're
that priest. You
of
don't see
Conclave.
that priest.
No.
Martin Short drinks a soda funnier than anyone I've ever seen. Do you remember the scene where he like sips soda and just like throws it behind?
Oh my god. This movie is terrifying, guys. Especially when Martin Short or when Clifford got an idea or it was starting to be sinister and zooming on his face and his eye was like kind of like askew, like because he was just like losing. Like, what the fuck is happening? Because I could not tell what the direction that this movie was gonna go. I mean, other than we knew he was gonna become a priest, but I didn't know if he was gonna be. I didn't know if he was gonna be. It was gonna be a fake out. Like, he's not actually a holy priest. He's still a menace.
I thought that too. Yeah.
And then he was gonna do something, be like, "You go, kid," and then help him be a menace or something, which would have been really funny too. I had no idea what the fuck this was going because I thought this kid. There's no way this kid was gonna change. This kid was crazy.
I
No
like
way.
that part where Uncle Martin's like, you could go to prison, and he goes, like, it's like, okay. Also,
He
at the
eats it?
end, Uncle Martin doesn't like.
Yes, that's my favorite part.
Can I give you a hug, Uncle Martin? No, I'm not gonna hug you. You're a self-destructive thing. Is
I was happily surprised with Uncle Martin. I
Yes.
didn't expect him to be kind of just as unhinged at
Yes.
first.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Love
That
Uncle Martin.
Act 3, that roller coaster, crazy.
Oh,
That would have been
That
such a
was
fun
so-
ride.
yes,
A
they
single
yep.
person too.
Yeah.
That line would be so long.
so fucking long. It took
was
a long ride.
so long.
It took to change Clifford. It took the climax of Child's Play 3 to
Mm,
change him.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I think this might be the most climactic climax of any movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I would probably say that's right.
Almost dying
Yeah,
at
I would
Dinosaur
say so.
Land.
Land
World?
World.
I love that that's his special interest.
I mean, I've been
dinosaurs.
there. I love dinosaurs when I was
Yes.
his age.
What was the name? What's the name of his dinosaur that he still
Stefan.
has?
Stefan.
What?
Stefan.
Stefan.
Stefan. Yeah.
When he
Wasn't
brought out
you.
Stefan at the end, I was like, "Oh, he's a menace again."
Yeah,
and
he's
I
still
was like,
a-
"Oh no, he changed. He just still has Stefan."
Well, did you see Stefan's neck was older? Yes.
Stefan
to
has
show that time
changed,
has
too.
passed.
Stefan has
Time
changed
has
too.
passed.
Stefan stopped telling him to do all this stuff.
Yeah, that's
It was Stefan was the real one.
crazy.
I love the part where he could had to hold on to Stefan.
Yeah,
Because it's just
that's-
Martin
yeah.
Short
Yeah.
cannot he just needs his toy. It's just a 10-year-old that needs his toy. It's so what the fuck is this movie?
Yeah.
It's Clifford.
I
so true.
I
Matt.
really liked the end that it wasn't oh, I forgive Clifford. That's all. He hated Clifford still at the end, even at the wedding, which was months later.
Wedding?
He did not
His
want
wedding.
anything to do with him.
waiting for him to kiss his cheek.
Yes, for so
Yeah.
long. But I
God, he's
appreciate
so close to them at the wedding. In between them.
a lesser movie would have been like, oh, we're all is forgiven at the end, you know?
Yes, a
But
lesser-
not Clifford.
A
He's
lesser
like, nah. He called him again after the climax. That he called him a self-destructive thing and just walked away from him and just was like, if you want to stay here, I can't control what you do, and just was gonna leave.
Were there any consequences for destroying dinosaurs?
Well, he was involved. No, because he was one of the designers or something.
Yeah, he's the architect.
He's the architect.
But
Of,
he had been
architect.
fired.
Hmm?
Wasn't he fired?
no, but he was the architect
Well,
of Dinosaur
they-
World, so he's the inventor
Yeah.
of it. He can do
Well,
whatever
you
he
have
wants.
immunity, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Okay, right.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
He tried to murder him
He runs
on Dinosaur Land.
It's like international waters. They don't know how to do anything.
That would cost so much to build that animatronic again. It was an animatronic that was huge and could kill
Yeah,
people.
no, that would be so much money.
So he runs the public transit system for the entirety of Los Angeles.
Yes.
because he says that twice. That the entire city is counting on him for the public transit.
Yep. Entire city. And he has to
You know
do
what?
it in 2 days. 2 days. He has to build the whole thing again.
And you know what? Martin looked good with lipstick on. Why was everybody laughing?
See, that's an everyone else problem.
That's
Yeah, that
everyone
wasn't a
else.
Clifford problem at all. That was everybody else.
Yeah. That was.
When he put only Tabasco in his drink.
Oh, that was a good
That-
one.
That was a good one.
Most of the stuff Clifford
when
does
you
are
like-
pretty good ones, honestly. He got them pretty
Good
good
one.
on some of them.
I
Like
how
that's a
Uncle Martin
classic.
started-
That's like when you go to Peter Piper Pizza and you unscrew the Parmesan,
that's
so
a
they
classic.
dump the whole thing. Those are classics.
I like when Uncle Martin started hitting him with a baguette.
That was
That's good.
crazy.
And then they had to pretend like he was playing baseball.
Yes.
That was really good.
It's like, oh, and that's how you swing.
Mhm.
Okay.
The fact that he resorted to grabbing the bread to hit the kid was crazy.
Does it surprise you guys that a lot of this movie was improvised?
No, especially the
No.
human boy.
Human
part
boy
scene.
scene, absolutely. Look at me like a human boy.
The house in this is set up exactly like the house in Lost Highway.
Oh my
Very
god,
much.
yes.
Really?
So it
Yes,
might
we
be the
said
same
that
set.
when we first watched it.
Yes.
Or the outside just looks like it.
Yeah. Which is interesting. Also,
both
they
take place.
it's like, oh, he bought a house that is bad for a child, and nothing happens in that
He's
house at all.
no.
That's
That's
true.
bad
They
for-
did set that up
Also,
as if.
Uncle Martin was so excited.
And he was so excited.
Does it also surprise you guys that this movie was shot 4 years before it was released?
Not even a little bit.
Wow.
Apparently, the rest of the movie was filmed in 1990, but the priest scenes were filmed in 1993. 3 years later.
I bet you that wasn't in the original version, and they were like, "Okay, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. It can't just be he's a menace." You have to
But
have
it's
some-
so good
Yeah, it's so
that
good.
he becomes a priest.
Wow, 4 years. What happened? What was going on?
The world wasn't ready.
Think about this: the Savage,
18%?
the Savage brothers, both at a young age get told a story. One gets told the Princess Bride, one gets told the Clifford story. And one's much better than the other.
Right, and we
You know which one it is. You know which one it is. One of them has Dinosaur World, the other one doesn't. So.
I want to say his name is Mason. Oh no, Clifford.
That's really good.
I interpreted that I realized after that the parents must have come back and got him because they said they had to call Clifford to then like have him come to the wedding. They hadn't seen him for a couple months.
Oh yes.
Because they did not resolve anything with his parents. With Uncle Martin, yes, but not at all with his parents.
How with the parents?
I'm assuming he's a better kid because he turns into a priest. Mild-mannered
Yeah.
Well,
priest.
He learned.
He can't do anything wrong.
Saved his life.
It's like where people.
Yeah, no priest has ever done anything wrong.
Historically, no.
No.
It's like they're playing where it's like, oh, I was bad as a kid, right? Like this priest's like, oh, I was bad as a kid, but no, he's like evil.
Attempt
No, he's like,
to
no,
murder.
he's actually evil. Like it's not like
Domestic
I was
terrorist.
like, yeah, it's like you should never be a priest if you act like that, even at 10.
Yeah.
Insane. He did
I
a bomb
shouldn't
threat.
know.
He did
Not
a
a
real
threat.
bomb, not just a
He
threat.
did a bomb.
Well, he did a
Yeah.
bomb threat and then a real bomb.
He did a bomb threat and then a bomb.
Yes.
He followed through. If there's one thing Clifford's gonna do, it's follow through.
He's got to follow through.
Also, the tape recording of him being like, "I'm Martin, whatever," and it's like, and I got a bomb.
I have a bomb.
And it's like obviously a different recording. They're like, you called us.
Record that. Wait,
That was
No.
Wait,
it was like a recording of the conversation they had just
Yes.
had. When
Yeah.
did he record it?
Yes, he just had it. He
It's
knew. He
Clifford.
knew. Yep.
It's
He has his
Clifford.
ways.
That was after he already had promised to take him, so he was ready. He was prepping.
That's true.
Also, the party that he threw.
Oh.
But also, like, other than the dancing, like, that was the only relevance it had. Was just that he threw a party.
But
Yeah,
also,
nothing crazy happened at
who's
the party.
coming to a party thrown by a 10-year-old?
Well, the guy on the phone was like, "Oh yeah, the kid Clifford."
That kid Clifford.
I
That
think
kid
all those
Clifford.
people need to be investigated.
Yeah.
That kid invited us.
I just want to know where this movie was in the 1995 Academy Awards.
Yeah, I know. I was
Yeah.
thinking about that.
I know.
Because, like, put this up against Braveheart. Wait, no, Braveheart would have been the 96. So
no,
it
think
would-
this
was the year of-
was
Full
year
was
of
Shawshank.
Yeah.
And Clifford.
Clifford.
the year of Shawshank and Clifford.
Shawshank 1 million reviews on IMDb.
Oh my
This one
God.
8,000.
Crossover. Crossover. Clifford gets arrested. He meets Andy
Could
Dufresne.
you imagine?
I am so curious because, like, going back and watching this and being like Martin Short doing this is hilarious, right? I wonder just how you would feel even being a Martin Short fan going to a theater of like his new movie and this is how he's acting, like just being like, what the fuck is happening? Like I think it's like one of those cult classics where it's like later down the line you're like, that's incredible that they did that, but I can't imagine something like this coming out. You know what, Matt? It's like Adam Sandler doing Jack and Jill. I take it back.
You think this is
no, not at all. I'm just messing with you. I'm not at all.
I've not seen Jack and Jill. Hadn't had the
Wow,
pleasure.
we saw it in theaters with Grandma.
I saw Grown Ups too in theaters.
Yeah,
with Grandma.
she took us to a lot of Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
No, I watched
I've
We
never
Bought
seen
a
that.
Zoo with Grandma.
I saw
Uptown.
Amazing Spider-Man with Grandma at Uptown.
Were
I
your
watched
feet
the
sticky?
Karate Kid with her.
It's always sticky. As soon as you lift up your feet, stick. Yep.
Where did we go off of that? Wait, does anyone know where we were at in our?
No.
Nope.
Who gives a shit?
Okay.
Anyone else?
Mark brought up a good point when we were talking about the podcast, and he was like, you know, we should pick ones that we don't agree on.
Oh.
Oh
so
yeah.
you'd have
No, I
discussions.
did not say that. Luke,
No,
Luke's
you said
Luke's
Okay,
pissing me
but
off.
I
Luke's.
will say we didn't agree on Reefer Madness, and basically the whole podcast was us just being like, oh, it's okay if you don't like it. It's okay if you do like it.
Very
Not
true.
really
Luke's
meant to
misconstruing my
I
words again.
misconstrued it. He
Luke's-
said a normal podcast.
A normal movie podcast would do that, but I said I don't care that we do that. I'm saying sometimes I may choose one that we would disagree on for different discussion, but it's good because we're just choosing ones that we want to show each other. I was just saying if we were
Yeah.
like a normal movie podcast, we would choose ones that would be like divisive, so there would be conversation, not just I like this, I like this, I like this. But we want to watch fun movies. So Luke's just making me
I
sound
think you
like,
should explain more.
oh, Luke pisses me
I think
off,
you should
man.
keep
This is why I don't tell you things, Luke. You just make me sound like a bad guy.
You're just overreacting, bro.
You piss me off. You piss me off. I carry you in the bigs every week, and this is what I
Oh
get.
my
Shut
God.
up. I beat that contact mission.
That was the last. Oh, whatever. Fuck. Luke's pissing me off. Kelly, I don't know if you want to live with this guy because he's really starting to piss me off.
Who?
You want to just move in here and then we can kick Luke out?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. That'll be easier.
Let's get a house with a basement.
Oh,
And Luke could
I'd
have his
be a
own space.
basement dweller.
What?
Oh, I'm tired,
Like long life.
Guys, I don't know what else I have to say about
about-
this movie.
How about when Clifford got
20.
yeah. He got Martin arrested, and he's like, "My Uncle Martin, he's an innocent man, I tell you. An innocent man." Just every shot of Clifford was like waiting for a slow zoom in.
Yeah.
Get close to his face. What is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck.
That sometimes he scares himself.
Clifford was giving wrong number the whole movie.
The whole time.
Yeah, you're right.
Also Luke made an incredible point while watching this movie that this is the evil elf.
Yes.
Yes.
The scene
Here's
where he's
number.
eating, yes, and yeah. When
Where he's
all
eating
the
out of like a
candy.
giant bowl. Yep.
So what you're saying is
Yeah.
Elf stole from this movie.
Absolutely.
There are moments.
I
Maybe
think
they
it
were,
was
like,
inspired by it.
Honestly, they were like, Mary Steenburgen did a good job
Yeah.
in this
Oh,
role.
I
Oh,
forgot you said
true.
Elf.
But it's also like Buddy is an adult who acts kind of like a child. It's
Mhm.
just
Yep.
like the wholesome.
The wholesome version.
It's just
This is
Buddy.
the evil elf.
It's just
not
like
wholesome.
Buddy is supposed to be the age that he is, and Martin Short's supposed to be 10. That's the difference.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
The different
Buddy is chaotic good, and Clifford's chaotic
evil.
evil. Yeah.
Correct. What's true neutral
True neutral.
That's a great question.
of movies like this?
Mm.
Sorry, didn't mean to put you on the spot.
I
I'll let
can't
you
think of
marinate.
many movies like this. Yeah, we'll marinate on that. I don't think I have anything else to say about Clifford. I love the way that he
Yeah,
is.
it's a good movie, guys. It's a good movie.
This is one that you got to experience for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And everybody should.
Yes. So our one listener, Uncle Pat, you got to watch Clifford. I'm
Yeah.
sure you watched it in theaters when it came out.
1994.
But
How old was he? 94. I don't know. If you're seeing Clifford.
I would see
What do you
Clifford
mean?
if it came out
I
now.
would see Clifford.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yep.
I
I don't
love
have
Martin
it.
Short so much, guys.
Oh, me
I love
too.
him so much. I love that this movie exists.
I don't
I
know-
love that we live in a world where this movie was allowed to be made.
Yeah.
And
They
people
may
put.
not be made now.
No,
Well,
they
it
would now.
Yes,
it would now.
It
Like
would absolutely
people
be
get
made.
it now.
Made now.
TV show.
People get it. I'm saying
Wet Hot
I
American
love
Summer
that
had a
we live in
show.
a world that it can be made, and we allow it to be made,
Good
and
point.
people want it to be made.
Yeah.
And they
The
make
loud
Martin
continue.
Short get on your knees. Put
Guys,
on this sweater vest.
we need
Look
another.
at me like a human boy.
We need a resurgence of this movie across the nation,
Yes.
so they make a sequel with him at his age now.
Yes.
Could you imagine?
yes.
You mean Martin Short now still playing 10-year-old?
Well, it would have to be 9-year-old
Yep.
because
Do a
like he's already
prequel.
changed,
Prequel.
so it had to be a prequel.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Oh my God, Mark, you're a genius.
See, they could do it just like
Someone
Wet
get
Hot.
Martin on the phone.
They could do it like Wet Hot. It could be a show.
It could be the Clifford show.
The Clifford show.
Now
I don't
we're
know,
cooking.
other than him playing Jack Frost. I don't know how many.
Clifford the small white boy.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I've seen Martin Short actually in movies, to be honest. I haven't seen Only Murders, and but I've seen him as Jack Frost in Santa Claus 3. That's
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
and you've never seen Three Amigos, have you?
Nope.
Because I haven't either.
Wait, that just reminded me. I told Maya that we were watching this movie, and I was like, "We love Martin Short," and Maya was like, "Yeah, the hot Jack Frost from that one movie."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they
Not
know.
the other
They
hot
know.
Jack Frost that everyone talks about.
Yep.
That hot Jack Frost. They get it. They get it.
I just remember him in those movies saying, "I invented," or chill. Someone tells him to chill, and he goes, "I invented chill."
That's good. I gotta rewatch that one. I did not like that one growing up.
I don't think it's very.
I
good.
don't.
Yeah.
Fuck Tim Allen.
Oh, that's right. You get
Correct.
you watch it for
There's
Martin
a give and
Short.
take.
Yeah, because he's the good part of it. The
Every
Santa Claus
game
is supposed to be the good
game.
character you're rooting against because
Yes.
it's Tim Allen. So
You can't have light without the dark.
yep, I got nothing else. It's a good movie.
Yeah, good movie. I like it.
Good.
Where are we putting
Yes,
it on the
I'm
list?
so glad.
Oh wait,
Top.
this is
The
top.
top.
This is top.
The
Does everyone agree?
Sure.
Luke, would you put it in top?
Luke?
Luke's about to go to sleep. It's 9.
Oh.
Come on, Jesus Christ, pick it up.
I would probably put it in the second one, in the mostly ghostly 8.
You're
I think.
And if I'm being honest, I would have put it
So
there
are you?
too.
see the influences.
But I was just willing to go along with it.
I'm up at the top.
So we're split.
And it's
Mark
your
and I want up at the top.
Yep.
And
And-
So it's gonna be at the top because you're the tiebreaker, Kelly.
Yes. Clifford is above. Oh wait, we have to.
Above
See, can we not
Saltburn.
see it?
I need a second to bring it up. So
Oh,
sorry.
boy. We were already struggling to figure out things to say.
It's just a perfect film, and his mannerisms the entire movie are so good.
It's
Oh,
a
no.
one.
It's a calculated performance.
How much do you think this made opening weekend?
Two.
2.
Ooh, that was
Wait,
crazy.
Maybe even 1.5.
I don't.
One person fell asleep.
Was this? Did this even go? Was this even released in theaters?
I
No,
tried
it's
to-
4 years.
I tried to Google it, and all I'm getting is Clifford the Big Red Dog. Hold on.
Clifford
1994.
movie. 1994. I also need to do this.
Financial information. Opening weekend, 2.5 mil.
Ooh, 2.
2.5, yeah.
Two. I
Okay, let me
wish I
save
was
that.
there opening night.
Let me choose file. I chose the funnier poster with
Yes.
Uncle Martin going like this.
Perfect.
Thank
With
you.
the IMDb poster.
Yeah.
Perfect poster for this movie.
Okay, let me give me 1 second. I'm
budget
trying.
of
His
Clifford.
performance in this movie is kind of haunting.
Yes,
It is
Oh, it's
like
very
it's
scary.
legitimately scary. I'm telling you, I was scared, and also like I do not know how I'd handle a kid like that. Probably like Uncle Martin, yeah.
Yeah.
At the end, he was trying to kill
This
him.
is kind of how all kids are in my eyes.
Oh, you know what though? Sorry, I know I brought this up, but what I really liked was when he goes up to go save him, and then he stops and is like, "Should I do this? It'd be better
Yeah.
for society if I
It
did
was
it."
like-
I was like, "Oh my
it was like,
god."
it would benefit the world to kill you.
Yeah. If you just died right now, it would benefit the world, basically.
Guys, I'm kind of looking at this tier list, and I am kind of upset by Max Keeble's position not being at the very top.
Don't even talk to me about one movie that's right in the middle that I have no idea why it is.
I know, it was too good, they couldn't comprehend it.
I don't understand. It was too high
It was too
concept.
highbrow for you.
Secondhand Lions.
Yeah, that one too.
Okay.
Hey, you
Whoa,
move that
whoa,
back.
whoa.
What's
Time out,
what?
kid. There
What's
you go. Move that one up.
Move it, move the cursor.
This
nope,
one?
move it.
That one.
Yeah.
That one
This
right
one?
there. That one right there.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
Oh, Luke said so.
He's gone drunk with power.
I made this so I can do what I want with it. This goes right next to Godzilla minus one.
Yes. Yes.
And Psycho 2. That's great.
There's so many up here. It deserves it. It deserves it, guys. Look at
We
that.
like movies.
We like movies. Movies
We
are
like
good.
movies.
I was thinking about this while we were talking about this movie. We always talk about movies like we've never seen a movie before in our
Yeah, we
lives.
do.
I think no, it was when we were talking about Curse of Chucky. And I was like, and it was like a revolver. It's like, yeah, no shit. That's the point. It's a movie.
We're appreciating everything about it.
Art.
We have refined taste in film.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Can we please talk about the picture of Clifford on the milk carton?
Oh,
Yeah.
That was something incredible.
that was good. How did he take it?
A little bit- Oh, yeah,
The timer on
how
it?
did he do that? So good.
Okay, wait. Do we have Kelly your list? Your
Wait,
lists?
oh
Categories.
my god. Wait, what movies?
Luke, I got popcorn. You jealous?
You do you, man.
Luke,
You do you.
Luke, be jealous
What
of
were
me.
our other movies?
Luke, what movie did you pick last?
Pick Godzilla minus one.
Matt, what movie did you pick last?
A futile and stupid gesture.
Okay.
Thank
A
you.
Futile and Stupid Jester. Godzilla minus one. Clifford. Sad. I think it's a Clifford sweep.
Yeah. All the way around. Clifford
Say
Parlay.
Clifford Sweep.
Godzilla minus one. Sad.
Futile and Stupid Gesture, Clifford.
Yeah.
Okay. Unhinged.
Clifford.
Clifford.
Then futile and stupid gesture, and then
Yeah.
Godzilla minus one.
Um.
This is one of the most unhinged we've ever had. This is insane.
And yet, probably the least we've talked about a movie.
Yes, for sure.
When it's a good movie, what are you gonna say?
I watched
Well-
Luke and I watched this like 3 weeks ago.
Right. Yeah.
Quite possibly
Um,
this is the long podcast, but the shortest we've ever talked about a movie.
But it's so
As
good.
it should
Okay,
be. They tune in for our banter and our recaps.
That's true.
They don't care about the film.
Very true.
he went to
very
San
true.
Francisco.
The guys,
Thing that fucked up Daniel Malloy. Luke hates it. This is Luke's pet peeve.
I thought we were free. I thought we were free.
Oh, no.
from that movie.
what
Another
happened?
mention of San Francisco, and I'm gonna scream.
San
Every
Francisco.
time we watch something with San Francisco.
There's an episode of the
just-
interview with
it's-
the
To bring up
Vampire
Daniel
very
Malloy.
good. One of the best episodes of TV. But my
It's
goodness.
just
This Kelly
like
Shot stuff
season
fucking
2, episode 5. The kid on the bus Do you guys remember it?
I don't know what we're
When
talking about.
Uncle
What?
Uncle Martin was going to San Francisco. There was a kid next to him with headphones.
Yeah, yeah.
Gay. What's the last one? Sad, unhinged, gay. What's the last one?
You know, this happens every time.
We can't
Every single
remember.
time
Is
we
it that
can't remember
important?
these four.
Yeah.
What's what is it?
I don't know.
And I can't remember. It's the elusive
Me.
one. I don't know what it is.
Help me. It's similar to Unhinged. No?
I don't remember.
Guys.
I don't remember either.
Okay. I don't know.
Gay. Interesting group.
Clifford. Yeah.
Just what in spirit.
Just
Yeah.
in spirit, I guess.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
And then
Futile.
and then futile, and then Godzilla.
You don't think Godzilla -1? You guys
The
are
group of-
fucking
the
fucking
group of
cracked.
guys. The
You know
group
what I
of
think
guys
about
on
all
the
the
That's true. That's
Oh,
true. That's a good point.
Okay, swap.
There's
swap.
literally nothing gayer than war.
That's true.
This is the truth. Okay,
What's
Mark.
the last one? Deranged? No, that's too close to Unhinged.
I can't rember.
I can't remember either.
You guys literally aren't even trying.
I don't have
No.
thoughts in my brain.
It's just gone. I know it's not in there. Not gonna go digging for something.
I watched Clifford and Talk to Me back to back. My brain is mush today.
It's good.
we went Clifford, Eric, Andre.
Oh, we did. We did.
Oh, no.
Good triple feature.
Disturbing.
It's
Um,
disturbing.
Well,
Oh,
this.
Clifford
Clifford
takes-
takes it.
Yeah.
Clifford.
Godzilla
Yes,
minus
Godzilla
one.
-1, then Futile. Yep.
Yeah.
Clifford by far. Like, by far.
One of the most disturbing movies I've
Yep.
ever
Ever
seen.
made.
Mark, you have a rough task of following up Clifford.
I think I got a good pick, guys,
Okay.
to
Do
follow
we
up Clifford.
start guessing questions?
Sure, yeah. It's not the thorough. It's not the thorough.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We didn't talk about the line from Clifford.
The line. What's the line? It's been.
He'd be happy. It was like he would be happy if you gave him a bowl of sugar and a
Yes,
book
yes,
on
yes.
Hitler.
Yes. And he
Then he
flipped
called
it.
him
Yeah.
Hitler.
That was
We
crazy.
didn't figure out that. There's
That was
so
good.
much that we haven't talked about. I
I
think that
was-
line made me gasp when I heard it. I was like, holy shit.
It's a funny movie.
Okay, not just
It's not the thorough, Luke. I'm so sorry.
Is it a movie we've all seen before?
No.
Have any of us seen it?
Give me the
Yes.
year. Give me the year.
Mark, you've seen it?
No.
Matt
Oh.
seen it?
No.
Luke's seen it.
Yes.
I've seen it?
Yes.
Ooh.
What? Give me the year.
Okay,
Give
so
me the
Luke
year.
for sure
Yeah.
has seen it. Be Kind Rewind.
That's a good guess. But I've seen
no,
Be
Mark's
Kind
seen
Rewind.
that.
I've
We
seen
are-
that too many times from
Give me
Hastings.
the year. Give me the year.
Okay,
Um,
so
the-
wait. Luke has for sure
Guess
seen
the
it.
year.
I might have seen it
Luke-
before
Mark,
the turn of
nine-
the century.
1997.
no,
So wait.
it's before.
So it's after 2000?
It's before.
Before 1997. Is it the earliest movie that you've picked so far?
What is the earliest before?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Probably.
Is it from the 80s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Luke's
Is it
okay. Comedy.
Kind of obscure.
No, it should be a pretty obvious. Pretty obvious.
When
That
I
only
ask
Kelly and I
what
have seen? That's interesting.
I might not have seen it, he was saying.
Wait, no, I believe you guys watched it together. Yes, 100% you guys watched it together.
So it's a horror movie.
Potentially.
Horror campy movie. Potentially a
By
horror. What does that
that
mean?
was so 2000s. Never mind. That was 2010s.
What were you gonna
Right?
say?
Wait.
Don't look on your phone, Luke. You're cheating. Put it down.
Sorry. Sorry. That was.
I love you fully like admitting to it because you didn't realize you were doing.
Um.
It's from the Fright Night. You've seen Fright Night.
I've seen Fright
What
Night
was
with you.
Buster
I've seen
talking
all.
about?
I've seen all 4 of them with you.
To be fair, we were not watching that movie.
We watched it 4 times, just different versions of the same movie.
It's not Monster Squad. You've seen
It's not The Hangover from the 80s.
Night of the Creeps. You've
Nope,
seen
seen
Night.
it, seen it.
Seen that.
I know we've shown him everything.
I think you guys will be like, oh, duh. Well,
So,
kind
it's
of, kind of.
comedy
It's
horror?
kind of obscure, kind of like very obvious, you know?
Comedy horror?
Yeah, yeah, kind of. Luke, guess the year.
80s.
80,
No.
81.
Stop,
You get
he's
one more
gonna do
guess.
all
You get
the
one more guess. You get one more guess, or I'm not telling you.
82.
Can I just ask?
No.
Can I ask if it's so it's late 80s?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
89.
No.
I had one from 89, but it's not.
Okay, Mark. Do you know if I've
Then
heard?
is it like a creature
Oh,
feature
you've
or
definitely-
a slasher?
Creature
Give me
feature.
one word that you think describes this movie.
Vampires?
No.
Where?
Teen
Me.
Wolf.
Oh, of course.
Teen Wolf 2. because
You don't know
that
what you're
means
doing. I cannot watch
that
movie
means I have to watch the first and the second one.
again. You don't know what you're
I'm forcing myself to watch both, and it's obvious because I gotta get the Teen Wolf lore, and you gotta watch the second one.
cannot.
Maybe Luke and I will watch the first one before you come up here, and then you watch it with us.
I can't. You have doomed Matt.
I want to watch a bad movie, guys. I want to talk about a bad movie, but in a
So
good
when I
way.
mentioned watching both of them earlier.
Yes,
this
I already had it
podcast,
picked. Yeah, I just didn't.
So, were the 2 movies you were deciding between the first and the second one?
No, it was always gonna be Teen Wolf 2. The other one is something I may pick in the future. It's very different.
You are going to watch Teen Wolf 2, and you are never allowed to talk shit about dead dudes.
Okay.
You know that Luke loves Teen Wolf 2, and that should have
Teen Wolf
been
2.
decided.
It's no dead dudes though. No dead dudes.
Guys,
Nothing can be.
I want to talk about a bad movie,
Yeah.
I think it'd be
let's talk
fun.
about that.
but also like it's Teen Wolf 2, you know? So it's like bad, but also like funny that it's Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Mark, I've been meaning to watch this for so long because I got the combined Teen
Oh,
Wolf 1 and 2
Yes.
DVD,
yes.
and I have never seen the second one.
Guys,
still.
it's too relevant. I've been like watching Teen Wolf, binging through it, being like, this show's amazing. I'm like, I don't even have the context. I don't have the context, and that feels like crap.
Gotta know
And I was like,
what
you know what?
have to watch the first
If we
one.
just watched the first one, we would like it, but be like, it was campy, but it was amazing. And I was like, nah, we gotta watch the bad one. We gotta, and then I can watch both.
I don't know if you'll like the first one.
I saw that Luke did it. I think.
The first one's much better than
Well,
the
our,
second one.
our ratings were a joke. I rated it a
They
1
were.
and I rated it a 5.
Ah.
I also had COVID during
were a joke.
COVID and felt terrible. I
Mm.
could not
It's-
really pay attention, but it added to the experience.
Mhm.
I liked it though. The 1 star is a joke.
Okay, I thought it was real.
Why would I rate
well,
anything 1 star?
Yeah.
That's not Jason.
Well, because I hate you.
that I don't like.
I'm very excited to
I'm
watch both.
excited.
And it inherently means that we talk about both of them, which will give us more content to talk about.
Absolutely.
See, there is a calculated thing. So we'll talk about the movie a little bit more. I will talk to you guys about the show, about what I know and how it's different, because season 1 is like the only one that's even
I
like
don't
the
think
movie.
It's the same at all.
Well, there's sports.
From what I've heard.
There's sports and there's a styles.
And there's a style.
There's a styles and there's a sports. But then I can give you the what's like it, what's not, you know? Mostly not. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Okay.
Kelly, if, you know, maybe Luke and I will watch the first one before you get here. You watch the second one with us, or both we watch, you know? If we don't get to it, you don't have to rewatch it. Just talk to us
Can't
about
escape-
it.
can't escape Teen Wolf 2.
Or you come up,
It is
or you come up
Tuesday,
and we watch
so-
senior year instead, and then
Yeah.
and then
kind
you
of
just
what I was hoping.
and then you know you don't worry about it, and we just talk about it.
We'll see.
Hey, Mark, I think that's a good, solid pick.
Guys, can
Mhm.
Good pick.
I know we'll talk about this next podcast, but can I please tell you what the Metascore for Teen Wolf 2 is on IMDb?
Mhm.
What's your guess?
8. It's in
Yep, it's 8.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
It's 8.
It is on people's lists of worst movies ever made.
Oh, guys, I'm so
3.5.
excited. We need a bad movie.
8.
We need a movie Down with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
3.5.
No. It's
This
gonna
is
be
going
high.
higher.
Fuck.
Charlie in the
Fuck.
This is going higher than Mission Impossible.
Yeah, you
at
kidding me, Mark?
least.
Alright, come on.
Matt, the fact that Dead Dudes isn't down there with Charlie just.
What
You guys are crazy.
What are you
I
saying?
know for a fact Matt had.
I like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
You didn't.
Matt, you Dead Dudes, right?
My official thoughts were that it was a lot more fun talking
Matt, you like
than
it,
watching
right?
it. I liked it. I liked it.
Okay, I'm ending
Guys,
it. Team
you know-
Wolf
you know
2!
who's
TOO!
seen- You know who's seen Teen Wolf 2?
Yeah.
Yes! Boy. I did see that because I went to go look and then I knew you. That's what I mean. Like, you've talked to me about Teen Wolf 2.
How crazy is it that Mike
Even a
Flanagan
picture.
and I watched Hot Rod the exact
Yeah,
same time? The exact
I
same
know.
night at the exact same time.
And
I
we
might
also
not have-
came together and Popstar very close to when
Very
he,
close to
or
when he
Popstar
did.
close to
And
when
you know what he watched recently? He watched Clue,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
Conclave, and then Hot Rod. And
What a
then Eyes
guy.
Without a Face. And you know what's gonna be next? Teen Wolf 2.
Oh, I hope so. Rewatching it.
Probably listening right now.
I might.
If he's watching right now, he needs to go watch season 3 of Teen Wolf from MTV.
needs to go
He
watch
would like it.
Dead Dudes in the House.
He's seen it, I'm
Dead
sure.
dudes in the house.
Dead dudes. Dead.
Mark, were you aware of this Teen Wolf the movie from 2023 that has a 2 on Letterboxd?
Yes.
Okay.
People really don't like it. People, and apparently someone dies and they come back and people are like, people just did not like Teen Wolf the movie. So they like the show, but not the movie. So, okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.